Coming to you from the biggest little city, the guys, Zach, Trevor, and Chuck, lock in to bring you your weekly fix of beer reviews, killer sports takes, sidebars, and all the fandom you can handle. Welcome to Balls and Brews.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Look at how dark this beer and this boys' cups are, everybody.
Cheers. Pod 118.
It's really good.
That is tasty. That is a good winter beer.
What are we drinking, Charlie?
Yum. Our most popular holiday beer. Trev called it the winter sweater, and I love that. Check it out on X and Instagram. That's a perfect name for it. It's a knitted. It's a crocheted front, and it's very wintry. 8%. It's a Belgian dark.
What does that mean?
So essentially, a Belgian is going to have your Bavarian hops, and it's going to have your Bavarian malt. It's normally Germans go like Pilsner-esque or like very light, but this is like their darker.
So this is not like a stout, technically.
No.
Or a porter.
I would adjust it far closer to a porter for sure. Absolutely, that malty, that chocolatey backbone kind of reminds me of a stout, but it's super malty, and it gives me porter vibes for sure. 8% though, like it's an imperial technically.
It's good. I mean, it's good. Try it, pick it
New
up.
Haven, Connecticut.
Drink it while
Evil
you're watching
Twin
some
Brewing.
playoffs.
Cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla, and I think I get all of them.
Little bits.
Yeah, this is something I'd want to drink if I was out skiing and then I'm back in the lodge at the fireplace, just something to sip on. It's like that kind of beer.
Yeah, that's a winter ale for sure. So shout out to you, Evil Twin. This is quite delicious at 8%. Winter sweaters, what the pod is calling it. We're naming the beer.
Any new other than like Thanksgiving food? Which happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. This is the first time we've recorded since. It's our weekend.
Any new foods, new brewskis, any new drink?
Came over to your place on Friday with some sleeve beer, and we had that Westie and that Brown, which was both really good. So I was happy with that. I had their version of an Arnold Palmer while I was down there, which was okay. But their hazelnut brown. Do you guys remember Rogue's hazelnut brown?
Yes, one of my favorites.
You ready for this sad news? Rogue is shutting down.
Oh, no.
Rogue has been outdone by Deschutes and Crux and all of these. Like, Oregon has blown up. Yes, Bend in particular is like Brewery Central, and unfortunately, Rogue didn't keep up with the times, apparently.
Well, I mean, other than the hazelnut brown and the Dead Guy, those are the only two beers I would get regularly. The other ones I was just like...
Dead Guy, there was a moment, though, where Dead Guy was on top of the pile, dude. Like, and they fell off because they didn't innovate, I guess.
What's it called? Was it... Hazelnut Brown, was it Flowing Tide for a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
For sure. Yeah.
It was awesome.
On tap, it was delicious. I drank a lot of it.
First beer I had at Brews and Blues the first time I went out there, and I was like, changed my whole idea of what a brown would be.
Oh, my goodness. The sweetness is so nice. It just, that hazelnut is just, it hits hard. But rest in peace, Rogue. Another one to the boneyard that doesn't need to be there because they made a good beer. But food I've been eating at home. I've been doing a really good job of just, the 5 for 5. Shout out Save Mart. I guess I can give a little love there. Just like some proteins, chicken, pork, get one of each, whatever, and then 100%. Cook some sides with it. Super simple, dude. And the right amount of food for a guy like me, which is like one entree and then some leftovers. Perfect. Like,
do you eat leftover veggies?
Only really one day. I will. I've done asparagus, broccoli. I've done it all shit. Like, but maybe 2 days. After 2 days, it's no way. Like,
I know, I don't eat
leftover veggies. They got to be reheated really nice. They got to be hot when you eat them too. They can't be cold. Cold veggies are the worst. Unless it's a salad. No, vegetables can be delicious. Eat your vegetables, kids. If you're gonna drink your beer and you're gonna be, getting in calories like that, you got to get your vitamins and minerals from somewhere. Eat your vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, I love me some, broccoli or asparagus, or we do a traditional was it Brussels sprouts and bacon dish for Thanksgiving? That
fattens it up a little bit.
I actually had 2 Thanksgivings. One at my mom's.
Because you're super thankful.
Well, it was just like that. While we had time together, we just decided to go ahead and do it before Thanksgiving.
Love that.
And I mean, everything was pretty good. Turned out well. turkey can be a little dry, so that wasn't the best. But I mean, there's other things to juice it up with the cranberry
gravy,
or the
hopefully.
gravy, or I mean, my mom makes really good stuffing.
Nice stuffing.
Yeah, I'm up there on stuffing for sure.
To drink a whole bunch of wines and champagnes because that's what I do at my mom's.
That's true. I did have. So we had the Abbey 12, which was a soured stout from Imbibe. So rest in peace. That was one of the final ones that we were going through. My dad held on to quite a few different.
I do that too.
We had a Jar Bridge, and then we had what was called Pull Out Stout by Shush Boom,
nice,
which was an Imperial Evan Williams 8-year is what it was aged in.
Ooh.
And it drank at 13.6. You guys, for almost a 14% beer, is very drinkable. Very drinkable.
Nice.
Not super boozy on the nose or the mouth. Like you could tell that it was a whiskey age, but it wasn't like hot because. Some of those they do, like the Jarbridge. Okay, so if you take a Belgian dark and you age it in a whiskey barrel, you get a really boozy forward beer, right? You take more of a stout or a porter and you put it in a barrel, you traditionally get sweeter because the malty kind of comes out a little bit more, right? Anyway. That was my new stuff because my dad also made me a dirty martini. I give me as much olive juice as you can. Gin, not vodka, personally.
Also had a Friendsgiving.
Love that
because I was working, so that when I wasn't drinking, I was just on call waiting.
Just showed up and hung out a little bit. Said, "Hey, everybody."
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty slow that day, so I got to spend most of the time there just eating food.
Good.
My buddy David deep fried a turkey. That turned out much better than your traditional turkey.
Man, okay. So did he have to do it in the pit in the backyard or whatever? I've seen the idea.
He bought this one that he can do just in the kitchen. It's like
really
Big Ten thing.
Snap. Okay, good for him.
He did that after he smoked it a little bit first too.
Yum.
So that turned out really well.
Yum. That sounds wonderful.
And then his wife too. She was making desserts. There was a bunch of pies, and she made some cream puffs that were just really good too.
Cream puffs.
I don't remember the last time I've had a fresh one of those, and they are good. Any consistency that's like airy when it comes to dessert, sign me up. I'm a fan of that for sure.
What about you, Z?
Just regular foods. Crushed about 16 Guinnesses in the last so many days.
You should just buy stock in Guinness.
Real quick, I wasn't drinking at David's and Amanda's, but Heather had brought a lot of the past pod beers that we did for her and David to share, so they were just recycling and finishing those off.
That is the funny thing about buying the 4-packs, as it were, is you always get that one leftover 16. Yeah, for sure. I gift those too. I give those to my dad a lot.
With David.
Speaking of gifting, make sure you take home your salsa. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gave my dad his. Drop off to Pops. So shout out Angelique. We got Pops' salsa. I told you that, and then Trev's got to take his home too. I'm about halfway through mine, so next time you get a batch, just let me know.
But drink some whiskey. Had some sippers of whiskey. I don't remember what that was.
That's right.
Called.
We had the Knob Creek and we had the Austin.
Still Austin. It's a rye that's been aged. It was like a
single barrel rye. It's hot.
It's hot in the mouth
front,
but nothing in your throat.
Right.
Okay. Same as the knob. Knob's hot in the mouth, nothing up front. And then on your 6, did we have on your 6 too?
No, I only had 2.
So I had on your 6 another day.
I only had 2.
I had on your 6 another day, maybe, most likely. But yeah, so just doing just that. So let's get into
Saturday news. Breaking.
Well, it's not Saturday. It didn't break until today. It was supposed to break Saturday.
Should we're calling it Saturday.
It was supposed to break on Saturday.
Lane
Lane Kiffin takes the LSU job, 7 years, roughly $12 million annually. He will not coach. Will not N-O-T Ole Miss anymore this year.
That's kind of crazy. Just you're missing the chance for a national championship. You're in the playoffs,
and you have just as good as an offense as everybody else.
You have to blame the NCAA on this. It's the windows that you guys allowed where this shit has to happen. This is where this shit has to happen. It is fucking bananas, dude. That a team that is number 6 in the nation, right?
I think 7, and I think
okay, top 10. Single-digit top 10 is not going to have their head coach because he has to move before the window closes, as it were, so that he can go and get recruiting done and hit the It's the transfer portal
7
that
in
they
the
want him over there.
7 in the CFP.
Yeah. in the playoffs for sure. Like
Yes.
because they don't have to play in a title game.
For sure in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in a little bit.
This just kind of speaks on how great a job LSU is at football. You have 3 coaches that have recently won national titles, I think, in the last 13 years, something like that.
I know, but you had something. You had built it at Ole Miss. Why not just stay and keep it going?
I mean, I thought he was gonna. If he was able to string it out and make the other teams wait, I think
they were going to give him the same.
Close to. I know. Another feather.
I think it's
in
a
the
really
cap.
shitty move.
I do too. I don't like it necessarily. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary.
You're not moving.
Kiffin.
You're not moving from Arizona.
No, you're in an SEC program that if you get that ball rolling, there's already enough there. It could go over the top. You could staple them as a blue blood.
I mean, seeing Brian Kelly fail can't be encouraging, but you got to think that he's also going to bring a lot of his guys from Ole Miss to LSU now.
Two total different personalities too. You got a way younger, way more enthusiastic coach over.
I think it fits the program better.
Well, with Brian Kelly, I don't know where he's even going to get a job. Next,
down the ladder.
I just feel.
I don't like it at all. I think that the NCAA has screwed up their whole offseason window, dude. The fact that you have to declare for the transfer portal if you're late in the playoff or some crazy shit. Now, I know that they finally did. They changed that to
the one. They fixed that. It's fixed.
So, but that's just the players. Like, the coaches still need to come in and signing day is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because they want to get all their recruits and everything ready.
So there you go. So they're saying that like we got to give these new LSU recruits 2 weeks with Lane Kiffin.
In other news, Florida hires Tulane's John Summerall 6 years, average of $7.5 million.
How do you feel about those lengths in college? In college football, I wouldn't sign a coach for more than 3 years.
Just what the going rate is.
I don't care what my school is. I don't care who you are. We're doing 3 years. That's what you get.
I think it's a going rate of
6
of like the said years for college because every coach is 6 years.
That's bonkers.
So you got Kiffin for 7, John Summerall with Florida or for Florida with 6. Auburn hires the South Florida coach Alex Golish for 6. Oklahoma State hires the North Texas Eric Morris. And I think it was for 6 too. So it's like that's like the going rate of what coaches get hired for.
That is a bit nuts. Though I agree with Chuck. I feel like that's a bit long.
Listen to the turnover at these top programs are happening. Some hit, and some sit. When you get your boy and you fucking can bunker down for a decade or two, yes, great. Obviously that happens.
But is Florida going to give this guy a chance?
How many
to turn
coaches
this
are
around?
A&M still paying behind Elko, which they just extended him? I bet you Jimbo Fisher's still making money on A&M's dime, dude. Like
probably.
I mean,
but it also all these teams. Ole Miss now has to hire a coach. North Texas now needs a hire coach. South Florida needs a hire coach.
Right.
Tulane needs a hire coach.
Guys are gonna get the call up. Guys are gonna get the fucking the call up, whether it be internally or from like these smaller schools that had bigger seasons. Like that's just how it goes.
And I feel like Oklahoma State will give their guy probably a pretty fair run of time. Unless he's like really bad.
That's a mess.
I feel like
it could be any worse.
I feel like
exactly.
I feel like Auburn,
expectations will be low.
I feel like Auburn gives their guy probably closer to the 6. It's the Florida.
Auburn has fallen off.
It's the Florida that doesn't give. What Napier got 3. The coach before that was like 2 or 3.
They
3
grow
is
impatient too quickly in that conference. It's you got to
3 at Florida though. 3 at Florida is not you've got a good feel for what that coach is at 3 years at a program like that. Like. I kind of understand that. Like, Napier wasn't going to move that forward.
No, but I mean...
He hadn't developed Lagway. He hadn't taken the step on defense that they were hoping for.
But you just said, 3 years would be a more appropriate contract.
Exactly. So then you're not buying him out. It's just he rides off into the sunset. That's why I'm saying 3 years is perfect. I would never give a 5th, 6th year. Good Lord. I don't care what the going rate is. Somebody will take this fucking job. We're going 3 years. You want it or not.
I don't know. That's not really how it goes. You can't offer the 3.
I can do it. I can. Somebody will take that job. Somebody
that's
will.
Not very good.
That's fine.
We don't know how good these guys are, though.
Correct.
They had good seasons this year.
Correct.
With some lower programs, but how is that going to look in the SEC?
Plus, I'm assuming that I'm at a lower program. I'm not saying that I'm one of these fucking elite programs.
I think that Auburn Oklahoma State coach for probably about 6. It's the Florida team that doesn't.
So monster to me, though, considering the landscape of college football. 3 years, man. Ugh.
Well, I think it's got to take longer because you got to get your players in. You need to give people longer time because it's the transfer portal and the players.
Ever to get your players in with the transfer portal.
You can if you hit Texas Tech hit, or you can't at Penn State and it doesn't hit. Like you can do both. Penn State. But let's jump into the actual games this week. So huge playoff push. This is the playoff push pod. We got tons of playoff through the NFL that we'll talk in second segment, and first segment is all about the CFP.
All
right, let's lay into it.
So before we talk about the games, let's lay out the way the CFP went this time, so we know where we're sitting.
Okay.
Ohio State was at 1,
easy.
Indiana's at 2,
easy.
Georgia or Texas A&M was at 3. So let's get into. We'll get in that in a minute.
Okay.
Georgia was at 4.
Right.
Okay. At 5, you got Texas Tech. At 6, you got Oregon. At which Oregon doesn't have anybody else play. That's it. That's all they got.
Right. So they're waiting for the Big Ten title.
They're waiting. No, they're not playing the Big Ten title. Indiana and Ohio State are playing the Big Ten title.
because they're undefeated. Yeah.
Oregon is literally just sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 7, we just talked about.
They got their bye week this week.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's something I wanted to bring up is because with the new playoff format, conference championships seem...
Well, hold on. We got to get into because there's a bunch of games because I want to talk about in that second
Let
part.
our leader lead. Yeah.
Ole Miss, again, not going anywhere. You're at 7, right? You're not going anywhere. You have
just
nobody else to play.
Predictive text.
Number 8, OU sneaks by, but not go anywhere, right?
Sure.
They have nobody else to play.
They don't mess with the SEC.
Number 9, Notre Dame, staying right put.
And Miami's on the fringe, who has a head-to-head meeting against them.
Number 10.
They would have to be in the at-large because they're not playing in the ACC.
Right,
how does Duke have the lead in that game?
Number 10, Alabama.
Knows.
This is another thing. Number 10, Alabama.
Right.
This is a huge coming up later. Now, number 11.
They got to play in the SEC.
Number 11 and 12 are now given teams. BYU is 11 and it's not in.
Okay.
Miami is 12 and is at 11 right now.
Right.
No, they're 11 right now. Because they're the highest ACC team.
Right, because it hasn't come down to the conference championship
and number
yet.
And number 12 is Tulane.
Right, because they're the best powered non-power.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's where we sit. So this weekend, Texas A&M
a couple of teams are going to get screwed.
Goes down to Texas, 17-27. So Texas A&M now has a loss.
Texas had that game like the whole way through.
The whole way.
Yeah, they wired.
So what do you do with Texas A&M at 3 now? Where'd they fall? Where'd they fall in the APP, Trev?
Damn it! I just moved from that. They fell all the way to 7.
So does everybody?
Not terrible, but it shakes up a lot of the at-large. That
right
changes
behind Ole Miss,
right,
and right in front of OU.
And Alabama gets to play in the SEC. To Alabama, Georgia.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
I see you're doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Georgia
prognosticating.
Georgia goes in and beats Georgia Tech, but has a rough time. Georgia Tech gave them a game.
16-9. Yeah, it was a defensive battle, to say the least. Gunnar Stockton did not look good.
Ohio State blows out Michigan 27-9. That game was a big-time blowout. Michigan didn't do nothing.
At the scripted part, they started off hot. They got a field goal and they got a pick on the next drive. Like they had the ability to swing the momentum, but Ohio State was the elite talent.
That was the game I watched most of because it was before I had to go to work.
Sure.
And I just kept on feeling like Underwood, the Michigan quarterback, like I would have hoped to see more progression as far as his developing his game this late into the season. And it doesn't seem like it has. He still looks like a freshman quarterback to me, like a high school quarterback even.
Which at the end of your first season is not what you want to see.
He's not reading the field.
Right.
He's not breaking down the plays. There's a guy open. He can throw it. If he's not, he's going to run it.
Correct.
It's very limited in what even the play calling shows.
That's another coach that's is he on the hot seat too with this whole stuff?
I don't think he's on the hot seat.
I think it could get hot if Underwood doesn't work out. It could
but he definitely gets next year. Like I don't think there's any smoke for
totally
this
gets
year.
Next year, but I think it starts to warm up if you can't.
You're not next year. I think I agree. It depends on the quarterback development because didn't really happen this season. There needs to be some there.
Well, he's a
else
true
that program
freshie,
is gonna be a problem.
LSU goes into OU and almost pulls the win. Dude, if OU would have fucked that up, dude, that would have been bad. 13-17.
Yeah. That would have been bad.
Bama at Auburn. Bama sneaks away. So this was the reason that some people said that Ole Miss didn't, or that Lane Kiffin didn't announce a decision. Because if Bama loses to Auburn, Ole Miss would have been in the SEC championship.
Right.
Which I don't know why that would change your decision not to announce it. Like, are you going to stay just for that reason?
Right, I guess.
I mean, because you're still in the CFP.
Sure, but Ole Miss is. When's the last time they've won an SEC?
Probably.
They've never been into a playoff game, though.
Well,
so
no, I don't know.
All of this is
Did
new.
they win with Eli, maybe?
Oh, man, I mean,
no, I don't remember.
Think so.
They
were good, but they weren't great.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. He was good, and the team was good.
And that just
kind
of shows you maybe why Lane made this decision. Is that program? I mean,
yeah, but if you would have won
a lot of things,
Trinidad, but if Trinidad Chambliss is the best name in college sports,
if you would have won with Ole Miss.
Yes.
Won, you would have been so.
Yes, that is the argument is it's so different for a team like that if you pull it all together and won't do it.
Which it was,
and you're close.
It was right.
It's possible.
Yes, yeah. No, absolutely.
Not this season.
No, fucking A, dude. Survive and advance.
So number 12 Miami whoops up Pitt 38-7. So
doesn't make a damn difference though.
Nope.
Their fate is in the voters' hands, as of the committee's hands.
Number 14 Vandy.
They're not after the shakeup of the other teams.
Number 14 Vandy goes into
Hangs
Tennessee.
it on Tenney. Hangs it on them.
Vandy. So Texas beats Texas A&M and Stark's like we should be in. I would put Vandy in over Texas.
So
agreed.
Agreed. I think they have
they only have 2 losses, though. Texas has 3, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so there's no argument there, really.
We're going to have an argument.
I mean, I think we'll have to see how the rankings change on Tuesday, but I think they can be ahead of Notre Dame with that win against Tennessee.
Okay. Conference week next weekend. Here's what we have, because there's a lot to talk about here. Let's just start with Tulane and North Texas. If Tulane wins, they're in.
Right.
Tulane loses. I don't actually know who's in.
I think it's North Texas.
Is that
the MAC? North Texas?
I'm pretty sure. Is that the MAC?
No, it's the American, I believe.
Yeah, it's the American.
Okay.
Next game, Duke and Virginia. Please fucking Virginia win this game. Please win this game.
How did Duke get in this game, though?
Because they have less conference losses. Miami's lost 2 in conference.
Because the round robin, they didn't have to play any of the heavy hitters because their conference.
I thought their conference was the same.
It's only 6 games, though, right?
No, they still played whatever, but they didn't play.
Is it 8? How many conference games does the ACC have to play?
Miami, SMU both have 2 losses, along with Pitt and Georgia Tech in the conference.
Duke, and somehow Duke has the tiebreaker.
How does Duke have the tiebreaker over Georgia Tech, Pitt, Miami, and SMU?
It'd have to be how you went through who they beat. I don't know who.
Talk to the computers, Trev. That is an answer that I cannot give you.
Well, I've looked at the schedules actually.
Okay,
all right.
I guess you could say that their losses, they have better losses as far as teams that are ranked in the ACC.
But what's a score?
There's got to be a tiebreaker. There has to be tiebreakers down the line.
They didn't play Miami,
right?
Right. But yeah. But it could be points scored more against, like how many more points did you have than your opponent?
I don't know what the tiebreakers go down as. Yeah,
that's just what I'm questioning. These teams
are
all like
Duke is in the ACC title game. That's complete trash.
Similar grouping, and I thought, why wouldn't you take the team that's ranked higher?
Somehow, whatever their tiebreaker rule is. The Duke has more points.
Well, you got that wrong, ACC. You got them tiebreakers wrong. I don't know how you don't go highest ranked. I don't know how you don't go highest ranked.
And this is one of the same throughout, though.
Sure, but I still don't know how highest ranked doesn't surpass that. Like, how are you going to take an unranked Duke team against what is technically the 12th ranked team in the nation at the same tiebreaker?
And
they're better. You call them better in the conference.
They beat Notre Dame. They beat a top 10 team.
They're 7-5 overall.
Was what they did.
Miami's
in the conference.
10-2.
It's a bad rule, but it's what it. I mean,
they both have 2 losses in the con. I mean, I guess
Zach, we're not asking you to defend it. We're just saying it's atrocious. Like
it's bad,
and it means so much to the ACC because this is what a conference championship means. It doesn't mean anything in the Big 10 or the SEC. It's the ACC and the Big 12 is where it actually means something this year.
Currently, yes, yes, that's very correct.
But how far did Louisville fall? Because Louisville's one of Louisville's one of Miami's losses.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying is Miami has worse losses as far as in the ACC.
That's why. And if Louisville wins out, then Miami maybe
I think
gets
overall record should still matter, though. In division makes sense, but overall should matter way more.
How these conferences like
no, I know, but the ACC, that's bootsy, son. That's getting away
from. We need Virginia to win.
Yes.
Virginia has to
overall,
Virginia's going to be the only team from the ACC in the playoffs.
But the ACC needs to get better in general.
That is true. Yes. That is 1,000% true.
Next game we need to talk about, we don't really need to talk about, Indiana, Ohio State. If one of these teams, if Indiana loses Ohio State, do they fall out of 4? Is the only
the Big Ten? Yeah, they're fine. They're both making it.
But do they fall out of 4?
First round bye? It depends on blowout city or not. Like, if Ohio State comes out and absolutely gives them the rope-a-dope, then maybe. But I still say doubtful. It's 1v2. This is a national championship. This is an old school BCS matchup, as it were, right?
Because we know Texas A&M's not going to be 4 coming up, or not going to be 3. Georgia's going to be 3,
right? Which Georgia has a loss.
The question, that's what I was going to say. Is the question would be: are they better? Are they going to be still ranked ahead of Oregon?
They should
get to play in the championship game.
They should be.
Are they still going to get to be ranked ahead of Texas Tech, who might move up?
They
after
should be.
They smashed. They smashed.
But their Big 12 schedule versus the Big 10 schedule. They still got to play
their championship though too. That the game's going to make a difference.
So let's go to that game next.
Okay. All right. Good lead in.
If Texas Tech wins that game, can they be number 4? Can they get into having one of the byes? If they lose that game and BYU wins, does Texas Tech fall out of the 12 is the bigger question.
That's nuts.
Because they are at 5. That would be bullshit for them to fall out.
I think they would get I think they would be the back end, 11 or 12.
Because they already have
it's a really
they have a head-to-head win against BYU. They smashed them season earlier.
Would they fall down and push OU or Notre Dame out at that point?
You can make an argument for one of those two for falling
both
out.
Ahead of them. I think they're probably right behind them, though.
Notre Dame played a pretty tough schedule, though, overall. Like, I know that they're not in a conference, but they played a pretty legit schedule.
Notre Dame join a conference.
Yes, do that. I don't disagree with Trevor's take there. I'm just saying.
Because Texas Tech, if they lose, that would suck, and they fall to now 10.
Long story short, there's a lot of shit that can still happen.
We still have one more game.
Uh-oh.
Last game.
Uno mas.
Georgia, who will be 3,
right,
will be playing
Alabama.
At Bama because Bama beat them in head-to-head. If Bama loses, they're done.
Sure.
Yeah, they'll fall out.
So that means BYU. So that also adds to this. Like, if they lose, does Miami get in as a fucking 2 ACC teams?
Would you take...
Because if BYU loses, how far do they fall back? Does that mean...
No, BYU's out.
Correct.
It would just be Texas
Does that mean Miami sneaks in, we get 2 ACC teams?
Potentially. That would leave the door open. Yes.
I mean, I could argue Vandy over Miami.
I would argue Vandy over Miami too, but you
that's
would need them to jump them.
SEC team versus a second ACC team.
Not if Alabama's falling out, though, right?
Or if the BYU game's close, can BYU sneak in and not move?
I don't think so. I think if they have to win it in, they have to win it in. They're not getting in if they don't win the Big 12.
I wish BYU was ranked higher.
And it's crazy because you might be onto something with 5 could go out with a loss. That's nuts. That's even crazier than BYU winning and getting in. Having 5 fall out because of a conference championship loss sounds insane.
Because you're going to push OU or Notre Dame out because they're 8 and 9. We know once you get to 10. Oh, Bama. So if Bama wins, and if Bama wins,
they're in.
They have to be.
They're in.
Which means Georgia's going to stay in but drop, which means it's going to bump out one of these other. Yeah, no, there's so much madness that can still happen CFP wise.
There's a
final 12 is nowhere near set.
It's not. It's expensive. The BYU Texas Tech game is
5 through 12 is essentially still open.
The BYU Texas Tech game is so huge. And it sucks because we've been saying the Big 12 is an underrated conference. I wish they could get both in.
I don't know if they're going to be nationally competitive against teams like the Georgias and the
but I think they were going to be competitive
Ohio
against
States.
Against the Oregons.
Oregon is,
I don't know. I kind of like Texas Tech. I mean, I've been on them all season.
I think Texas Tech defense is hot.
I'm not shitting on Texas Tech.
I spent money on that team. Like, I don't think the gap is that
I wasn't shitting.
far away
from
those
BYU.
teams.
My Big 12, I'm right there. I got to get them to win this game to get some points on the board because the rest of my shit's terrible. So, although I did have Ohio State winning. So, we have it all written down. Yeah, we have it all written down.
We had Clemson, so that doesn't matter.
Sure, no, but that's a different bet than the division winners.
Oh my goodness,
different than the national championship winner.
Fucking Clemson.
So I don't think. Knock on wood, my CFP.
But no, next weekend is going to be
and Texas
fucking huge.
Oh, massive, huge.
Like I love how much is still in play.
Oh, dude, we just talked about so many potential scenarios, and God bless the fucking committee. Don't fuck this up, because it's crazy to think that having 12 teams, there's going to be an argument from like 10 to 12 where somebody's going to get fucking snubbed, and somebody's going to be pissed, and they're going to be like, 16 teams, we need 16, and it's going to keep that argument alive for pushing it out and out and out, and I don't know if I like that necessarily. I do want the 12 best teams. But I think 12 should be a cutoff for a college football playoff. I really do.
I just think that we need to figure out, like, I don't know. I like the way it's going this year. I understand you should give the ACC a shot. We just need the ACC to be better and put themselves in closer contention.
Fucking A, dude. What happened to you, ACC? There's some proud programs in that conference that have been boo-boo for a while. In your Boston College, I'm looking at you.
In your bigger five, will that take in the Pac-12 next year? Because your Boise States and San Diego State's, hopefully that conference turns out to be something.
The Pac-12 is not going to go back to Power 5, though. It's going to remain Power 4.
So hopefully your top 5.
Competing with the American.
Right, for that fifth, exactly.
So that's what we want. But we want Pac-12 to obviously take it. But then you got to get your teams ranked.
Yeah.
You got to get up there.
And you bring fucking Cal and Stanford back to the Pacific Coast.
Yes.
Jesus Lord. And then you put West Virginia from the Big 12 into the ACC. This isn't that hard, people. You fucked it all up.
Well, no, I think you just go to the 40, 50 teams.
We need more than 40.
I don't know because then you're not getting a lot of. I think you can do 40.
How are you going to do 40 and only 12 in a national playoff?
No, you just do playoffs like it's like the NFL. You just do 40. Boom, boom. You get like maybe 8 from each side, boom, so it turns into 16.
Oh, shit, man. Anyway, man.
Get rid of conference championships.
Yeah. And it's literally built like the NFL.
The conference championships don't make a lot of sense.
No, because you're going to fuck one of these teams.
We're going to lose them because it's not important to the two strongest conferences in the.
Oh, it's not important to making the playoffs, and the playoffs is how you get your hands on a title.
Yeah. And
it's coming.
It's going to. Yeah. It has a chance to really fuck Texas Tech over.
Oh, big time! Yes, if they go from 5,
Virginia.
if you go from 5 to 12, you will hear nothing, or 5 to out. Oh my God, the heat coming out of Lubbock. It should be hot. I think it should be blue steel fucking hot. But like, I would just be shitting on a motherfucker if they drop me. Pissed, oh my God.
Let's jump into a little NBA Cup's going on.
The Emirates.
Have you been paying attention to the Cup? Anybody?
Oh, yeah, we watched a couple of games the other night. Games. They were good games. They were. New York was a good game between them and Milwaukee.
Bucks and the Heat, and then Lakers. And
no, it was Bucks and New York.
Knicks. Sorry, and then we had Lakers and the. Who did they play?
They played. Who did the Lakers play? Hold on, it was a West group.
It wasn't the Clippers, was it?
No.
They played the Clippers the other night. I watched.
It wasn't the Nuggets. It wasn't. Who the hell was it? God damn it, son. Okay, well, I mean, the Lakers ended up winning that game.
Yeah. Luka had a great game. Austin Reeves had another great game.
Speaking of which, I appreciate you wearing the hat. I love that hat. Yeah. I think I forgot the underbrim was purple. I think that's dope. I like the layout.
Lakers been balling, dude. I've been appreciating my team.
Black hats.
Trev, what are you thinking on your team there, pal?
Man, I mean, I was
Mavericks.
I was in.
They played the Mavericks,
right? That's right. Yeah, because it was they had that whole thing with Luka. They did a whole
yeah.
Anyways, for the Warriors though, I mean I was in early with watching the Spurs and them play, and then I've fallen back a little bit, and I've just caught bits and pieces, and I feel like losing to the Trailblazers hurt, losing the Heat hurt. I mean, losing the Magic, I mean, that's okay. I expect the Magic to be good.
Well,
Rockets beat us. They're good.
Pablo's been out. We didn't mention last week. You mentioned some younger guys getting hurt. Pablo's been out for 8 games already, and he's with a groin, dude. That's never a good, like...
No.
Yeah, that's...
Especially not early. It normally lingers.
Yes. Yeah. You always worry about those soft tissue.
You sure do. Sure do.
But, yeah, I mean, they kind of got some experience last year playing without him because of some of the injuries he suffered. So I think, they're still they're not in bad shape. Orlando is still a good team.
Good team, but man, you want your young guys.
They better be a good team, because giving up 4 picks for Desmond Bain is fucking insane, dude.
Yes.
Good Lord.
That doesn't make any sense.
They do not have capital, so they've got to be with where they are. You know what I'm saying? They made a now move with not a now roster, I don't think.
I don't know. They're close. I think they're close. I picked them to go to the championship. Me and Trev both did.
Well, good for y'all. That's all right. I didn't have the Warriors making I've been bad. The Pelicans are bad. I had them making the playoffs wrong.
Warriors just beat them, at least.
Yeah. And there's another team that I tried to call. The Nets called them to make the playoffs in the East. Wrong. They're 3-16. Like,
hey, I mean, it's early. It's so early.
Yeah, but anyway.
Other injuries. Isaiah Hartenstein's out for 10 to 14 days. Calf, that's another one. And their OKC's just rolling. I mean, it seems easy to him right now. But he's such a big piece to them. And then Trae Young is still out with that MCL. He's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Which for the Hawks, I think Trev had who had the Hawks finish tonight? Was it Trev had the Hawks finishing high? That's a rough week.
I had him 10.
Yeah, I had him in. Just I don't know if maybe not.
I had him 10.
But that's just a huge.
Than I should
have. Trev had him like at 6
or 7. Yeah.
But that's just another huge injury. And for us, you can't have these guys getting hurt.
I had him at 6. Oh my
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Like these are like the last 2 weeks we've mentioned. Giannis came back from his injury. Is Wemby back yet, or is he still out?
I don't know.
Because he was out. Now you got Now you got Paulo out. Hartenstein isn't as big as a young player, but that's still a young guy that's been making his. We can't have these young guys out. I mean, the fucking old dudes like the Clippers that are like on walkers and shit, they're out like every game.
Injuries are not
anytime
normally...
I can throw shit at the Clips and cool fucking paper Clippers.
The NBA is not normally one to fall victim to the injury bug across like all teams at once. Sometimes you'll get a team where it's like, holy crap, they had some really bad.
But all their players get so much more rest. Taking days off.
Well, I'm not saying...
Does it not help?
Look, I'm not defending it one way or the other. I'm just saying that's not normally a narrative, though. Okay. Normally, like, injuries...
Throwing that out there. Because all the statistics...
Load management.
I want to fix something I said like a couple pods ago.
Okay, fix it.
I want to say... I said if LeBron didn't sign, we could have got 2 players. We don't need 2 players. We just need to sign Austin Reeves to a bigger contract and then go get 1 more player. Other than that, we're still hot as fuck.
Maybe not feeling it, Lakers.
Maybe not as hot as OKC or the Nuggets, but the Nuggets did. Aaron Gordon's out. That's got to hurt them. Joker's playing out of his mind.
So good though.
Oh, yeah, that's. And guess what? The Williams guy just came back. Jamal Williams just came back. Oh shucks. He hasn't even been playing. They're kicking everybody's ass. That team's fucking loaded. And that fucking team might have 2 top 10 picks this year. How in the fuck do they have 2 top 10 picks?
Damn. Got nothing.
Dude, that is a loaded fucking roster, bro.
Loaded.
That is some great GMing. We're going to take a break, finish these beers, and come back with some NFL talk. Welcome back to Balls and Brews. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Look at the color of this brew.
Welcome back to 118, because when we describe it...
Let's get wet.
He's talking about a different wet. It's called a wet IPA from Sierra Nevada. Interesting.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Oh, it's no wonder why she didn't like that.
It's more ale. How much hops do you guys get on this? Seriously.
A bit.
A good amount, but it almost reads as a red IPA. Is what I catch off of this.
I was almost more ale-ish.
Sure. But no, I catch red. No, this is an IPA for sure. This is hoppy. But there's so much red in there that it's the caramel. It's not malty, but it's caramely.
Yeah. The hop. Yeah.
I get red IPA off of this one. A la a Ninkasi Dawn of the Red. Remember that? Yep. This is what this reminds me of. A little bit more aggressive. Drinks at 6.7. Sierra Nevada, Chico, California.
Yeah, that second drink.
We almost got out of there. I know. We almost made it.
that second drink, way more hoppy, way more aggressive.
It is a hop forward beer, dude, and I'm okay with that. Like, it's funny after we've been eating candy and things, but mellowing back from an 8% to a 6.7 because we are going to even get a little bit lower in a 5.5 range later.
Yeah, that's the easy coming up.
Smart. We did it smart. S-A-S-M-A-R-T.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you did it.
Let's jump into, like we said it earlier in the pod, let's jump right into the playoff push. Charlie, pull up. What do we got for
Okay,
AFC?
So obviously the Broncos are actually playing as we're recording, as they are 9-2 with the ability to go 10-2. On Monday, the New England Patriots play the New York Giants with the ability to go 11-2. They're 10-2 right now. They haven't had their bye. They're the number 1 seed in the AFC. Who the fuck saw this coming?
So nobody couldn't say they saw it coming.
Out of the Josh Allen-led Bills in the AFC, in the AFC East,
but we've seen
Bills were heavy favorite coming in.
And me and Trev picked the Bills to be in there, but it shows how much
we all picked them to win the division.
We picked them to be in the Super Bowl.
I did not.
How much coaching and the Bills do have a little bit of injuries where the Patriots don't have as much. Except Will Campbell is hurt.
Sure,
and that's huge.
Left tackle is big. Left tackle is.
I don't know how much that affects him against the Giants, but after the Giants,
he's out till week 18 at least.
Yeah,
he maybe can come back week 18.
I think they're going to fall back to earth because of it too, because that offensive line has already been shaky.
Correct. I think it just shows you coaching, offensively and head coaching makes a huge difference. And then I also think that roster building. The Bills have not done a good job building that roster. I think we've complained about it for a while. And I think the Patriots have a better coaching staff. And that wins games. Patriots do have left. So like Charlie said, they got New York Monday night. Then they got the Bills next weekend. Huge. Then they got the Ravens at the Ravens. So they got Bills at home, at Ravens, at the New York Jets should be a win. And then they finish with the Dolphins at home,
who are scrapping now. I mean, Miami's scrapping.
I don't
trust
the
Mike
team
McDaniel.
For the last two, but the next two,
I still fire
that. Could be
dude.
in the Ravens. We're going to talk about them a little bit. Don't really look like they're firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's a questionable game. I think the Bills get them.
Wait until you see where my QB ranking is for one said.
Yeah, I dropped him.
MVP.
I dropped him down.
Yeah.
Too. I didn't drop him down a long way.
Got him pretty low, dude. He's
playing hurt again.
Right. Well, anyway, but
that's who the Bill. So who's number 2?
So number 2 is Denver, right? So number 2 is Denver playing tonight. 9-2. Jacksonville took the lead of the AFC South. They are now the third. So live with Baltimore being 4 at 6-6 because the AFC North has fallen the fuck off a cliff.
So Denver gets through this game, right? Washington at Washington. Then they got at Raiders. Green Bay at home, tough one. Jacksonville at home. Those are 2 big games for each of those 2 teams too.
As well, agreed.
Especially Green Bay when we get to the NFC and Jacksonville. Those are huge games. And then they get KC. Is KC's season over at that point? And it could be a record, and then they get
close to over right now.
And then they get the Chargers, so they end pretty. I mean, they get Washington down the Raiders.
No joke.
They get
no joke.
They get 4 games in a row that's really tough.
Yeah. I love that. Good. They need to be tested because I feel like this part of the season has been, the earlier part of the season has been, they've been kind of getting along, but they haven't put a lot of BTA, as the kids like to say. Now,
I don't even know what that means, Charlie.
Yeah,
belt to ass.
So who'd you say was 3? Jacksonville.
Yes, and then Baltimore Ravens.
Let me give you the Jacksonville.
Okay, sorry. Yes, because they looked good today. They won 25-6.
Who doesn't look good against the Titans? Though,
that defense is playing.
We gave up 24 points.
That defense is playing pretty good for Jacksonville.
We won. We scored 30, but anyway.
The offensive line is still not great. They run the ball okay. And Trevor Lawrence,
two good running backs, good quarterback, two good wide receivers, a fairly good tight end as well. Their package is, if they can keep homeboy upright.
Strange is healthy.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Gideon Myers, I think, was a great second piece.
Dude, with BTJ coming back.
Especially because if Hunter would have stayed healthy, that would have been way huger.
I'm expecting more from the Jaguars offensively.
I forgot about Travis Hunter already.
Trevor Lawrence makes throws where you're like, dude, he could be ranked in the top 5, and then he makes throws where he could be ranked where I have him ranked.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes through spurts.
I don't have him high at all.
Me either.
That's what,
he just had that game against the Cardinals where
he just is he's Mr. Inconsistent. He's Mr. Inconsistent.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the league, though.
That's what it is. But he goes through like there are times where he throws the ball and you're like, there's only
it's a dime.
There's only 5 There's only 5 dudes that have that arm strength. Dude. And then he goes and makes a throw and you're like, dude, that looked like fucking Geno Smith throwing that. Like it literally goes that burn. It literally goes like that for him sometimes.
Hey, who does Geno Smith play quarterback for?
Chuck, you already got me a blow up on one pod.
Oh, whatever. How do we end that first segment? What were we talking about?
Whoa.
Trap, get a hold of your guy.
My guy is a hold of myself.
Okay.
My guy.
So the Jags remain scheduled. Let's get back on target here.
Target.
I am on target, ladies and germs. Oh, my Lord.
They have Colts next week at home.
Big.
Okay.
Division.
Jets. Should be a win.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's scrappy. They've been scrapping. They've been scrapping.
At Broncos.
Tough.
At Colts again. So they get the Colts twice.
Yeah, that's big.
Right. And the Colts
they finish with Tennessee.
Dude, the Colts are JT dependent. I think that Daniel Jones's shortcomings are coming forward again, 100%. And I think that when you close off JT and he doesn't have the ability to open off with a play action, Daniel Jones is not much.
100%.
And you've been saying that for years. I've been more of a favor towards him. When they paid him over Saquon, you said that was one of the worst fucking arcs anybody could take. And look at the Giants now. Now, granted, they landed Scattaboo and Dart, who should in theory be their future. With Malik Neighbors, they haven't even had their theory best 3 young players.
Are you editing in your quarterback list right now?
The fuck is that?
I needed to do something.
Call him out, Trev. Let him know.
I just saw that.
Live on pod. We're having.
I just need to do it. We haven't done it yet, right?
No, we haven't.
Correct.
It's
last minute changes. All right, stinker tinker time is what that is. Let's go.
Who is 4?
Is the Baltimore Ravens? Is Lamar and the Ravens?
And they just lost to the Bengals. In Baltimore?
Yes. Yep.
And they got Bengals coming up again real quick.
At home. Well, the Bengals will get them in between. Yes, that is correct. 2 and 3 weeks. Yes.
So Ravens have
6-6. That AFC North is abysmal right now.
They might be a division that has a losing record in the playoffs.
They're the only team. They're the only conference that has that possibility. Yes, or a division. Yes.
So Ravens have Steelers next week. So that's massive fucking game.
It is because the Steelers lost. I would agree.
Then they get
NFC South.
Then they get the Bengals again.
Okay.
So Joe Burrow's playing. Mm-hmm. You didn't see that. So they just got smoked by
Burrow.
Really they just got smoked by Burrow. Then they get the Patriots. Then they go to Green Bay. Then they get the Steelers. Then they get the Ravens. Or then they get the Colts. Or no. Then they get the Steelers in the season. So that's where it ends. So you got Green Bay, Steelers, Patriots. You got a tough schedule for the Ravens. And 2 of them are against the Steelers. So if you win those 2, it kind of separates.
It separates. It does. It does. The Browns aren't catching you, and
the Bengals got no shot.
I don't think so either. It's between those 2, and it's more favorable, I feel like, for the Steelers to finish
as a team. Yes, I think so. Aaron got beat the fuck up today a couple of times.
He got knocked out a little bit.
Yeah. They're not. They're going to beat. If they beat the Steelers twice, it almost solidifies. They get almost one more win in there, then you're totally in.
If they have a tiebreaker, yeah.
Who's next, Charlie? Who's in 5 spot?
All right, up in the AFC at the 5 spot is the Los Angeles Chargers.
Smoked the Raiders. They had a weird game the other week, but I'm not going to hold that against them.
Such a hard time looking at those navy blues. Scream San Diego to me. That all navy blue with that bolt. Oh my god!
Chargers have 2. Chargers have 2 great unis.
Why are they not in San Diego?
because they're in LA now.
Why are they running here?
So they have.
It's not that far of a drive. I mean, if you don't count traffic.
Yeah, mileage is different than timing for sure.
So they smoked the Raiders today.
They did.
They
most people do.
They get the Eagles. They get the Eagles next week at home.
They get the Eagles,
which are
reeling
bad.
In a strange position. In a strange position to say the least. Free throw.
Called it.
That was a fadeaway. Oh, that was a fadeaway.
We'll get more in depth when I think we get to the quarterback rankings on that.
And then they
tell by the motion.
And then they get to KC at home, or they got to go to KC, got to go to Dallas, Houston at home, and have to go to the Broncos. So they have a tough fucking schedule.
Fucking hey, dude, man. For sure.
So Chargers got a tough. That's gonna. I mean, some of these teams make the playoffs. They fucking deserve to be in the playoffs.
Indy falls to 6. Because they gave up 3 to Jacksonville. Dude. Because Indy's been dicking around the last month. They're 1-3.
So
they're 1-3.
So like we said earlier,
not good.
Jacksonville and Indy are next week,
right?
At Jacksonville,
huge.
Then Indy goes to Seattle. Then they get the Niners at home. Then they get Jacksonville at home, and then they have to finish with the Texans. They have a tough fucking schedule too, fellas.
Hey, man, that's good. I love that. That's going to separate the men from the boys.
I don't think
if you a little puppy stay on the porch.
I don't know if the Colts make the playoffs.
If you can shut Jonathan Taylor down,
the next game's huge. Jacksonville and the Colts game next week's huge. If you can't take one of the, if you lose that one, and then you got,
and then you're ready for this. Rounding out number 7 is your boy J.A. at Buffalo, and they got to pay the tariffs. Yeah, because they are not getting in front of New England.
No,
they've already got a 1-up, and they got 3 games in front of them on top of a 1-up.
So next week, not a good matchup for them. They got the Bengals at home. Then they have to go to the Patriots.
Could be a shootout. Could be.
Then they have the Browns. And then they have the Eagles. And then they finish the season with the Jets.
That's an interesting
Jets.
End of this.
The
Jets.
Makes
sense. So it's AFC East.
AFC East.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the Browns and Jets in there, but you do have the Patriots, and the Browns defense is good. They're going to give Josh Allen hell because that offensive line. You're missing both fucking tackles right now.
Never good.
Welcome to the. There's a lot of teams that are missing a
lot of players.
Line.
Yeah, offensive line is not as to have a good one is winning.
To get one that can mesh because you can get them to, if you can have 3 or under like starting lineups for offensive linemen across the entire season, that's how you know you've had a good year. You're traditionally going to, unless your offensive lineman is just so terrible, but then you're going to rotate anyway because you're going to try to find different answers.
So who do you got at 8? Who do you got at 8 just to see who got 8 and 9?
The last 8 and 9 is Houston, who's on a surge, and Pittsburgh, who's reeling. They're going in. Pittsburgh's going the wrong way. Houston's going the right way. Houston has a lot of opportunity in front of them as well.
Let's check Houston's schedule.
That's the last one that I think really matters.
Yeah, I really like Houston to get in here.
They got
their defense.
They go to KC next week.
Okay.
Then
we can pull for CJ in that one, right? We can all say fuck the Chiefs, right?
I don't know. I got Texans winning. I got some hat bets going.
I like the Texans winning that game. I do too.
Fuck the Chiefs.
I got a lot of hat bets, man. I'm kind of
lost track of that.
Yeah, me too. I'm just saying fuck the Chiefs is all I'm saying.
Then they get Arizona and the Raiders, but then they get the Chargers and Indy. So their schedule is not as hard as some of these other teams we've looked at.
I know. I like them to. They have a chance to win out.
Depending on what Chargers team you see in the Colts, yes, against the Colts, but the Chargers.
No, I like the Chargers, but not against that defense. Not a chance.
I don't know. Herbert's looking good, brother.
Was he looking good when he threw that pick in the red zone to the Raiders right before the Chargers picked the ball back off and like back-to-back pick plays?
Yeah, that's just because we do that.
I mean, I don't think your defense is as good as the Texans. No offense.
I would agree with that.
Hey, the Chargers have won a lot. Chargers have won a lot of good games.
I love me Crosby, but they got one good.
I love me Crosby too. Crosby's on the stud list for
sure. Texans got a couple. Yeah.
Who you got in the NFC there, brother?
Oh, dude, NFC. So, are you ready for this tiebreaker? As it stands right now
Bears
in the
are the
NFC,
number one.
yes, the Bears are the number one seed in the NFC.
How about the Bears?
Split
Ben
with
Johnson.
the Rams, who are currently technically leading the NFC West at 9-3 as well. I have to put them at 2. How the tiebreaker works currently. We have one more. Again.
So the Bears have the Packers
Just have
twice.
one you as well. Okay.
They go to
okay.
So this is huge because the Packers are 2. So
they're battling. They're
so
right
next
there.
week it's the Packers.
Love that.
Then they get the Browns.
Big.
And then they get the Packers.
Okay.
Then they get the Niners, and they finish with the Lions.
Dude.
That's a schedule.
That is Bears. Wow. Okay.
Who are you?
All right.
Are you first place
this
in the
next
NFC?
these next 5 weeks will say a
Because
lot.
your coach has been killing it. Your quarterback is starting to kind of figure it out, it looks like.
He's improving.
He's improving.
That run game.
What, the coach? That's all on the coach. That's all on the coach. Ben Johnson
250 total yards on the ground.
Ben Johnson has taken this
back.
roster, molded it to his scheme, and they are fucking winning games and by
locker room celebration
by the edge of their teeth.
He's just got he's the NFL right now. He is the
Correct.
McVay, the Shanahan, the current.
Lions are missing him.
Oh, yes,
Correct.
big time. But it's like some guys come along and they just change shit. And you're like, everybody's got to catch up to that guy right there.
100%.
And Johnson is
He's
now
one of
doing
those
that.
guys.
Yes.
He's right
Yes.
there. Look what he did. Almost the same roster.
Right. Yeah. A couple of offensive linemen
Dennis
and then getting his ball out quicker.
Dennis Allen's done a good job with the defense, but they had a good defense with who's the Dallas guy, who's doing a good fucking job in Dallas. Jesus Christ,
He's rounded into form.
The Bears have been missing their number one corner. It feels like all season too.
and now they're missing all their linebackers.
So,
So we got the Rams at 2, right?
Right.
So they go the Cardinals next week. Should win that. Then they got Detroit at home. Then they have to go to the Seahawks. Then they have to go to the Falcons and finish with the Cardinals at home.
God, dude, that tastes really good when it opens up. I like those floral notes. I like the wet hop. That's way me.
2 Detroit Detroit game, 2 Arizona games, Seattle.
It's not bad. It's good beer,
Dude.
Rams still not an easy schedule, but not as tough as some of the other teams.
I want that home field, that first game at home in the playoffs. If we can stay the course, we have 2 ginormous games: 16 against the Rams, 18 against the Niners. Because the Niners are right there. They're 9-4.
Still alive, 9-4.
Yeah, who's
3?
3 overall right now is the Eagles.
Reeling Eagles.
Oh, the Reeling Eagles, dude. They are struggling.
I would say so, man. If I were to give an overall synopsis right now, it's not moving forward.
No, the last 2 weeks.
It's bare minimum maintaining and almost moving backward. Definitely a little moving backwards. Like they're not going forward.
They can't run the ball. It takes away from everything that Jalen Hurts does,
which is insane. Is it Barkley now? Because that line is not. It is different, but it shouldn't be as porous.
The line,
as
the line is not good, and Barkley is not. I don't know,
man. And I don't know.
So the Eagles finish with at the Chargers, got the Raiders at home, at Washington, at Buffalo, and then finish with Washington. So they have 2
favorable.
Tough. They have 2 tough
Buffalo,
to finish.
Sure, but
they have
overall
they should get through there.
That's pretty favorable.
Yeah, they should at least out of those.
Because the rest of because
that Chargers are going east to west.
I hate to mention the Dallas Cowboys, but they're the only other motherfuckers relevant in the NFC East.
We're gonna have to. Who's at number 4?
Is Tampa coming out of the NFC South?
Watch out for them Panthers,
dude! Shout! I love that they beat the Rams. I fucking love that they beat the Rams. Love heart.
Well, but they
fill it full of red. Like not like the Zelda where you're blinking, where you're only a quarter, but like full.
So the Bucs have to finish with New Orleans and Atlanta, both at home. But they're pretty hurt too. The Bucs are just scraping away these wins.
I mean, they got a lot of players back. This week was the first game back for
Godwin, Irvin.
Yeah, Godwin and Irving, and Baker still played, even though he was
through a couple of dots. Yeah, you could see his arm hanging. He was not in good spirits. Well, he was in good spirits, but not good shape.
And then you're at Carolina, at Miami, and Carolina at home. So you have 2 against Carolina. That's huge.
That's for the division.
It is. This late in this year, absolutely. No, I love that. Come on, Carolina.
Who do you have at 5?
I've been pulling for Mayfield, but I'm kind of on this Carolina train.
Well, I think that Carolina.
Canales is an old Seahawks, study.
I think he's doing a great job. I think I think Bryce Young is a backup quarterback. They're doing it with a backup quarterback. They have 2 really good, which we'll get into them in a little bit. They have 2 really good receivers and a good run game.
I do have him kind of low, but all right.
Who do you got next at 5 there, Charlie? Who's in the wild card hunt? Is it the Hawks? You could just say it.
9-3. Yeah. Oh well, I can't be my little braggadocious. Let you go about the Lakers all the fuck you want.
No, I said you could do. You could just say Seahawks and then instead of me having to guess.
Seahawks. You don't have to guess.
He's doing. I don't know if he's wiping his shirt off.
This
is
the biggest logo I have. Like, Jesus.
What do you think, Trev? Is he wiping his shirt off, or is he telling me the
Seahawks? The Seahawks. Please read the rest of our schedule. Go ahead.
At Falcons should be a win. Colts at home should be a win. Tough game against the Rams. At Carolina, at San Francisco. So the Seahawks so far have one of the easiest schedules to finish out of the teams that we've gone through.
Carolina now kind of shows they're like that. That looked easier about a month ago. It looks a little less quite. They're fucking pushing for the NFC side. God, I want the division. I want the division because it's so close. I like with the one remaining against the Rams. We should get through the Falcons, and then we have the Rams. The next 2 weeks are going to mean...
You got to get the Colts, too. You should get through the Colts at home.
Oh, let's hope
at home.
And you should beat the Falcons in Atlanta.
Yeah. Dude, go to their trap, take over their trap. Let's go.
Who's next, Charlie?
Next 6. Up in the 6th spot, we got to keep my phone refreshed. I'm sorry to keep all the people waiting. Oh, my goodness. It is Green Bay. The Packers at 8-3-1? 8-3-1?
8-3-1. They have a crazy end of the schedule. Listen to this. Chicago at home, at Denver, at Chicago, Baltimore at home, and then at the pesky Vikings.
They weren't so pesky today.
No.
I mean, the rest of
they have no
games
offense.
are challenging, but the Vikings don't seem like that team this year.
Their quarterback play is fucking horrendous on that
so
team.
Bad.
Dude. He overshot everybody.
It's his first game, and he's
the ones that he
left
a little bit behind. The guys did them no favor. Addison, the drops weren't necessarily the receivers' drops because they weren't the best thrown balls, but they didn't catch shit for that kid. They didn't catch nothing.
It's all bad.
Yeah, it was a porous effort on Minnesota's part.
That's another team. Where do they look in the offseason?
They got to figure out about McCarthy. They got to figure
somebody to challenge him.
Oh my Lord! Yeah. All right. Next up. All right.
The draft.
In the 7th spot is the red and gold.
Hey, we're here. We're here still.
The only reason why they're in 7 is because they haven't had their bye and they have one more loss than some other teams. Yeah, exactly.
So they do have the easiest schedule that we've talked about.
Yeah, for sure. They had an easy schedule from the jump, and it's worked out that way as well.
They have the first
your schedule isn't too far off.
They have the Titans at home.
I was in 3rd place
after their bye, and then they go to the Colts. Which, depending on what Colt team we see, and then they get the Bears at home, and then they get the Seahawks at home to end the year.
So you get to a little homestand, a little 2-game homestand. That's nice.
Teams, yes.
That's nice. I think that's a good measuring stick for both you and the Bears. Us, we know each other. I think this game's going to be way different than the start of the year. We're 2 entirely different rosters, as it were. You especially, yeah. My defense is clicking. Your offense can click. We just got to shut down CMC, which historically we are not good at. But let's go NFC West, dude. The boys in the thick of it. Your boys are in the thick of it, dude. Yeah. In theory, we should both make the playoffs.
I'm in the thick of draft time, buddy.
Yeah, you should be. You should be in 2027's draft. The Raiders has got nothing to do with the next fucking 18 months.
Damn.
That's rough, Charlie. Do you have a basketball team?
Is that a sport? I never heard of that before. What do you do?
Who's next up? Lions and Panthers?
It took some shots, some personal shots.
Shots fired.
Pow.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Nobody goes pow.
Is it Lions and Panthers, Charlie? Jesus.
It's Lions and Cowboys.
Okay, let's do
Cowboys.
Let's do Lions, Cowboys, and then Panthers.
Okay. Let's do it.
Lions finish out with Dallas, at the Rams, Pittsburgh, at Minnesota, at Chicago. They're in trouble.
That's tough, yeah. Other than the Minnesota game, that's a lot of tough games.
They're in trouble.
Yeah, nobody likes that schedule.
They need to get rid of their offense coordinator.
Well, yeah, because Campbell he should not be calling plays.
Yeah, Morton's got to go. You got to find somebody else.
Not right now, no.
The Cowboys, I'll give the Cowboys some props. I didn't see this coming.
Pickens, man. Okay, I wanted to touch on this real quick. He's impressed. And we touched on a little bit last week about Pickens and them not being able to re-sign him because of the money he's going to command. But I didn't think of it at the time. They can tag him. Oh, yeah. They can tag him. Good. He is going to be a Cowboy.
Because they did.
Was Pickens a 1? You're talking Pickens, right?
Yeah.
Was he a 1?
First round?
Yeah. Or 2.
No, well, it makes a difference. I guess you could technically franchise tag anybody. No, that's not true. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking fifth year option versus. You can't franchise. That's true.
The problem with the Cowboys is they can tag him, but then they got Quentin Williams on record or deep money salary.
Sure.
Trevon Diggs, and then they bland to money too. So they can tag him, which they probably should, but they can't. I don't know if they could actually sign him.
That tag's going to be pretty fucking expensive, too.
I don't know. From what I've seen this year on the field, I think it's more likely that they tag and re-sign him and move on from CeeDee Lamb. Over. He's been the better receiver.
1 year, yeah, I get it.
1 year, but it's so different.
I don't think they move on.
You just see it.
I don't think they move on for CD.
I don't think so either. You don't have to when you're able to tag them. They can maneuver that to make it work.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I think if you got to choose,
dude,
I know. I think CD opens up the door for him. I think CD does have a down year. He's been having a lot of drops for some reason.
A lot of drops. He's a great 1 and 2 though because they're so different and they provide a lot for give that offense a lot of options.
Brother, Alums. I mean. I can. Okay,
but Pickens is the better Dallas receiver this season.
Yes, for sure. Let me also say that it wouldn't surprise me if the NFL made that move. To me, that's a knee-jerk reaction, and I'm keeping both of them as much as I can.
I'm saying you're gonna.
If you've already got no running game, you've got nobody to pay there. You might as well.
Williams has done more than I thought.
Yes, he has stepped forward. Okay,
that offensive line has been much better.
But I don't think none of the. Okay, all of your offensive line are young. You're not paying them, and Javonte Williams is on a 1-year deal, so you might lose him. So Alfred Blue, who you drafted,
they've played their way out of the Jeremiah Love sweepstakes.
Yeah, for sure. No, they are on a legitimate playoff push.
So they have at Detroit, Minnesota at home, Chargers at home, at Washington, at Giants to finish.
That seems like a winnable schedule.
That seems very favorable.
Well, their offense is. Their offense is put up. It's can the defense keep repeating? They've been playing good lately.
They've been better.
Can they keep repeating? Because you're going to end up going against.
I like that offense over all those teams, though.
And I like the defense. Defense enough to get a handful of stops against those guys.
So, because the Lions look like shit, and the Chargers are so beat up.
Unless Jahmyr Gibbs pops or Jameson Williams pops, those are the. Amon-Ra is legit.
He got hurt.
Don't get me wrong, but he's. Right. I know. His poor ankle. We're not talking about fantasy. You are getting handled. But. I love me some Amon-Ra. He is a fucking amazing football player. Fun to watch. Dude, they're great feet, good hands, good leadership.
You can tell the difference in the loss of Ben Johnson.
Sure. Oh, dude, absolutely.
But it's by a lot.
The roster's not the same. It's not. Its performance isn't. The roster is actually relatively pretty similar from the year before.
The performance is not.
Jahmyr Gibbs is so fucking good, dude. Jameer Gibbs is so fucking good. Like, when he pops, if you could get him behind a top 5 offensive line, it would be over.
That whole
for most teams.
Line situation where the
Ragnow unretires, yeah.
All
right, and then
no. He hadn't retired, but he failed his physical. He's not coming back.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they went back to the guy that retired. What's his name?
I don't know.
Snap.
They're hurting.
Snap. All right, Carolina
Panthers. Before we get to,
I think that's
quarterbacks.
Huge, dude.
They have their bye week with Trev this week, and then they go at Saints, Tampa at home, Seahawks at home, at Tampa. So
I have
those Tampa games,
and I have like I had a small rivalry with the Panthers for a little while during the Cam Newton era. We flew to Carolina all the fucking time. We played the Panthers so much in Cam Newton time because they were legit in the NFC. We were legit in the NFC, and we traveled there all the fuck.
What'd you think of Carolina?
I want to beat the fucking piss out of them. No, I think that they are playing well. I think that they are well coached and they're tight and they're a team unit. And I think that Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle are doing great. And I think that McMillan has played well. And so Leggett is not a true number 2, but is a good back. That team has talent, and they're well coached, which is why they beat the Rams today. That's something I didn't do. Sam Darnold threw 4 picks. Bryce Young threw 3 touchdowns, no picks today.
I really think the game between the Niners and the Panthers helped both teams this week.
Get better?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the Rams run a similar offense that helped the Panthers lock in more. And the Panthers gave the Niners that test because their defense is real.
That secondary has been playing very well. Mike Jackson got himself a pick 6 today.
I think that helped them prepare for the Browns this week.
I like that take a whole lot. I think that by the way that those games went, I would say you were correct. There's not a bone in me that would have bet the Panthers to beat the Rams outright today, though.
To the Panthers.
You guys finish those fucking beers?
I'm doing it now.
Cheers, bro. We're doing? Cheers, bro.
You got a lot.
We got to get to quarterbacks.
Okay, we do. So, all right, here we go.
Good job, Trev.
Get wet.
Not a bad beer. I wasn't a huge fan. It's not up my alley.
I like it a lot. No, that's right up my alley, Lee.
Did
you only bring the 3?
No, you guys got 4 years.
No, I mean of the harvest. No, that's good. I'm going to go pick up a 6-pack of that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I would say for being an IPA, it's not too IPA.
When it settled down into the red, it was fresh right off the nose, it was hoppy as fuck. When it sat and that red came through, I like that a whole fucking lot.
That beer definitely changed
opened up very nicely.
And it was better.
Yeah.
Better.
I'm massively excited to try this.
Yeah, me too. I just saw it and everything just sounded so good. And I was like, Parlay 6, okay. Okay, Parlay 6. Let's go.
They have failed us once. They have failed us.
Yeah,
once.
there was that honey blonde that was
honey biscuit. It was called.
It was not.
I was
biscuity at all.
I was
supposed to be excited. Buttery and
I was so excited for that beer.
Yeah, crispy and delicious.
Trev, you didn't do a good job.
I did not. I was not paying attention. I was talking and then pouring.
It's
Charlie's
quick.
doing the same thing.
No, it's quick.
Don't do it.
So do we need to start on 32 before we get into this?
Yeah,
let's start it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so I'll start with 32. I have J.J. McCarthy.
So hold on. QB rankings.
Yeah.
Yes. This is 3.0.
Yeah.
Third version.
This is a big deal. We do it every 4 weeks, and because this is what defines QB rules.
We'll get one more.
Yes, correct. And then
the second before last.
We'll do end of season before playoffs.
My rankings this week. Yeah. I have a lot of movement. There's some sections where quarterbacks don't move because I think they've just stayed the same.
I agree.
I think people have started to settle into a middle top.
You were finding.
Well, let's go 3-2.
So J.J. McCarthy, I thought was starting this week. I forgot his Bosmer. It doesn't matter. Each of them 32.
Agreed. No, that's the drawback for Minnesota right now. That's what's hurting the team.
That's such a huge question this offseason. Think about if any of the questions you have to think this offseason. Can Minnesota get a quarterback to get back to where they were? They let go Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold.
We thought this beer was going to be darker. It is, in fact, lighter.
It is lighter.
I'm excited.
No, it's not that I'm not excited, but it is, in fact, lighter.
Finish your guys' 32s before we drink it.
Well, I'm McCarthy, too.
I'm not going to lie. I put Shedeur Sanders here.
I am a little bit higher, but
me too.
I put Shedeur Sanders right here just because he had the one game against the Raiders where the defense just absolutely threw swing passes.
Only had one game though.
I agree, but it just I've only seen one game out of Shedeur. I have Shedeur at 32.
That's fine. Let's cheers on this beer. Cheers, boys.
Parlay.
I'm nervous.
About what?
Yeah, it sounded real good. Let's try it out. How is it?
It's not as thick as I was hoping for. Malty caramel toasty. I still have a lot of hop from the harvest, to be fair.
But there's not a lot of hop in this.
No, I know. I gotta taste it again.
I think we might have been led astray.
It's a straightforward ale. I get what you're trying to touch on. And I think we poured it properly, but it's not deep enough.
I think we've been led astray. I think it's not a bad beer, but I don't think it's
malty caramel toasty.
There's never no caramel.
There's no advertising.
Well, there's no caramel or toasty. I don't know if there's malt, but there's definitely no caramel toasty.
Yeah. Parttoberfest. I guess it makes sense.
I get a little toasty, but it's very subtle. Just saying.
I'm not going to say it's bad beer, but it doesn't hit the profile I was hoping for.
Correct.
5.5. Sparks, Nevada.
Number 31, I got Tyrod Taylor. It's not Justin Fields. Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. I think that's proven this year. But I don't know if Tyrod Taylor's...
You're not going to like where I put Tyrod then.
Oh, you have your own opinion, Charlie.
31, this is where I have Shedeur. I mean, he had a good game last week. This week, not so much.
31's where I have Geno Smith.
I have him next at 30, so no competition there.
30? 30 is where I have Tyler
Shuck.
He played pretty well this week,
dude.
But they still lost.
I have him.
I thought maybe I should have him higher, but I just need to see more. It's just so.
I'm so. I wish he was my quarterback.
Is so.
I wish he was my
30 is JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm higher than you do.
Yeah,
30 or 29. This is where I have Shedeur.
29 is where I have Tyrod.
Mariota, because I couldn't put Daniels anywhere on the list. I have Mariota at 29.
I have 28 is where I have Shuck.
29 is where I got Geno. Just
Shuck.
Because of the more games played, really.
These are all in the same. These are all the same salad tossers, dude.
This is you haven't been good quarterbacks.
This is just put them in a blender and you get a mush at the end of it, and you just don't even give a fuck.
27, I have Cam Ward.
27, I have Cam Ward.
27, I have the Kirk Cousinsies.
Oh.
I have Kirk Cousins next, 26.
That's where I have fucking Cam Ward.
We're very close. These guys are all in the mix.
Blunders, dude. Blunders, yes.
Still not good.
This is where I have 25 is where I have Tua. I didn't move him. He's saying
25 is where I got Tua.
Jackson Dart.
I have, I got him up a little higher.
Yeah, me too.
I have this 24 is Mariota. I didn't know if him or Daniels was starting, so I got stuck going to go Daniels and went, wait, is Mariota here? I didn't remember who was starting, but it doesn't really, even if I had Mariota a little bit lower, it doesn't matter. They're not good.
24 is where I have Purdy. I put Purdy here because...
Oh, I have him way higher.
I just... Last week was bad. This week was better, but he just hasn't played enough. I can't put you ahead of some of the other quarterbacks that have had, I feel like, better seasons because you just haven't played enough games.
That's why I put C.J. Stroud here.
I see. Yeah,
totally get that. He has played with Schmidt and he's been hurt and he came back and he did get a win today. But I put this list together before that game. I have CJ Stroud at 24, so 23.
Brissett. I think he's the better Cardinal quarterback.
I had him written down right here originally.
This is another spot. Is a coach, quarterback. You got to do something because that roster's kind of starting to come together in spots. So you got a good. I feel like you got a good feel, homie. I feel all of those takes for the Cardinals, because I don't want them to get it together. I want them to shit the bed. But think about like your running backs like kind of getting a little old. Your receivers are legit. Harrison's coming on with the quarterback that plays in the system.
Is nasty.
Your tight end's a top tight end, so you're right there defensively. You're pushing buttons to keep teams in.
No, I agree. No, because Gannon is a good schemer. Gannon's a good coach. He can't give speeches, but he can motivate apparently because he gets them motherfuckers out there.
23, Trev.
23. This is where I have Burrow. Like I know you're a better quarterback than 23.
I get it,
but you haven't been that this season because you haven't played more than 3 games? 3 games. 3 games.
Yeah.
You played 3 games. How can you be better than the rest of the league if you only played 3 games?
Because you're Joe Burrow. You're Batman.
Okay. I mean, 3 games. I give credit to some guys that have played actually during the season.
Tyrod
23.
Because he's got legs, dude. He has legs as well. He scored a touchdown on the ground today. Like, he is what they need Justin Fields to be, and Justin Fields needs to be more than Tyrod Taylor. So he's even behind what he needs to be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
22, I have Bryce Young. I think he's just kind of always right about here. He's never, he fucks up.
Dude, fuck me. I put Bryce Young at 22, too, because he had, I'm sorry, I cut Trevor off.
No,
Tell me who 2-2 is for you.
2-2 for me, and this is where I have Jane Daniels. I put him in over Mariota because he is a starter and he's played more than Burrow, but he hasn't played enough.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not going to not accept that. I put Mariota's played more games than Daniels this year, right?
He has.
I know Daniels is QB1. I know that. I'm not.
But I'm QB1 on
22 is Bryce Young for me as well because look, okay, he had that crazy game, and then he came out and had a flat-ass game against the Niners. And then today he did have himself a fairly good game.
You got to give him credit for beating the Rams.
I agree. No, he threw that dot to Tetaroa.
Well, technically, this list should be before this weekend.
Correct. No, I know, which is why he's a 2-2.
Right.
He did this.
I tried to get mine as up-to-date as possible.
I made it before the games happened.
I did. Yeah, I did as well. 2-1.
21, I got CJ Stroud. He hasn't played a lot, and Davis Mills would be right here. And he was Davis Mills starting. Texans need to fix the offensive line. I don't know if that's getting a new.
That is a very true statement.
I don't know if that's a new offensive coordinator. I know the running game's been awful this year. Your receivers are always banged up, whether it's Nico or whoever's on that team. No receiver's ever healthy. But CJ, he hasn't really played well. 21.
This is where I go Aaron Rodgers. I just felt like there should be more. I know they've lost some on the offensive line, but it just really hasn't come together. His numbers are so mediocre this year. They're good. They're good enough. He plays within the system, but they haven't been impressive at all.
That roster's not very good offensively if you think about it.
Yeah.
They have people that should be talented, but they're just not good offensively.
They paid DK Metcalf $33 million. You know what Seattle didn't do? Give that guy that money.
Who do you got at 21?
The brisket, Jacoby Brissett.
The brisket.
Yeah. Dude, he can play, man. And he's got enough wheels and enough deals to keep you in games. He's not a defiant, he's not a top 20 quarterback. 21's perfect for Brissett.
I have Jackson Dart at 20. I think he gives you the juice, and he's been in every game that he started.
Okay.
This is where I got CJ Stroud. Again, that offense has just been a retractor for this team, but he's operated within it when he's played.
I got the Tuas at 20s.
Ooh, that's pretty
a little higher for Tua than us.
I still think he can wheel and deal, and he's kept upright. He can throw a fucking pretty ball and win games.
He got his ass kicked today.
He did.
They won.
But
they got their ass kicked. 19, I have Aaron. I think Aaron's played within the system of what he's been told to do.
Sure. I have him higher than that.
How is the Steelers' offensive line always suck?
And they've invested in it too.
They did.
Is that your offensive? Is that your coaching? Is that your coaching?
Both their lines. I don't know.
Is that your coaching? Because your offensive line always sucks, and you have guys that are like
they got injuries at least this year. So that means
just meaning that like
I'm just saying that
hinders
your team.
Sure, of course, 1,000%.
So who do you have at 19?
19. This is where I put Lawrence. He's too Jekyll and Hyde for me.
I have an 18. So
me too. 19 is Brock Purdy's.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I still think Homie can fucking sling the rock, and he throws with great anticipation. He's been schmeh this year, but amongst all of the guys I have behind him, I'm still more on the Purdy train.
18, I got Trevor Lawrence. Like I said, he throws balls where he should be in the top 5, and then he throws balls where he should be right where he's at. And he does sometimes. And then offensive line-wise, that's another team. Once they get it right, maybe he'll be higher because he can sit in the pocket and throw. But right now, I have Trevor Lawrence at 18.
At 18, this is where I have Bryce Young. I'm leading the way for him. I just feel like he's got a lot of fourth quarter comebacks, and the team's
11
performed.
11. He got his 11th today,
and they've performed better than I expected this year. So that I give him some love here.
I think that coach is amazing. I can't wait till I figure out that.
T-Law at 18 as well.
Number 17, I have Bo Nix. I think Bo wins in the fourth quarter, but
it's not been a good year for Bo Nix. I agree.
And
I have him here at 17
I love Bo
as
Nix.
well.
I wish Bo Nix was my quarterback, but you can't argue with what you've seen. I mean, fourth quarter he looks good. He's had a game, but there's
sophomore regression.
There's a whole lot of like quarters there that aren't very good.
Yes.
17 there. Chuck, me, and Trev both have Bo Nix.
I have 17. I have Baker Mayfield falling
way
back. Way back.
No credit for all the injuries, huh?
He just hasn't played well the last handful of games. They won today.
I have Baker way higher than
me too. His QBR and how he's operated within that offense for what they have, I think you're undervaluing that.
Dude, I've had Baker super
He was an MVP candidate.
I know.
Do you have other guys ahead of him?
Sure.
He was. But the guys ahead of him, you're telling me, are playing better than an MVP candidate at one point in this season?
No, because it's not. I tried to go with this point of the season, right? You guys gave me shit.
I don't know for you bringing it to this point in the season.
Trevor's giving you shit. I'm not giving you shit.
He
had Josh Allen at 12.
I have Baker Mayfield at 17.
He had Josh Allen at 12. I am not giving you shit.
I have Baker Mayfield at 17.
I think you went a little low with that. I would
shout out to him playing well today.
I would say that I think you have him low, but I'm not.
I didn't think he was even going to play this week, and he came out and got a win. So that's fucking nasty. I'm not going to discredit that.
At 16, I got Caleb. I think he's moved up a couple of notches for me. I think he's playing within the system. Man. I think he's playing within the system. I still think that Ben Johnson is the one that is winning these games. It's not the quarterback. Caleb still has times where you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, he does have those plays.
He still can do everything, but it's not all the time. Until he can do it all the time, I haven't moved up from what I had him last time. 16.
16, this is where I put Jackson Dart. Like, I just feel that he brings a different level to the Giants. Like, there's so much more hope.
I don't disagree.
He's changed what I think of the Giants with what he's operating
I said this
with.
Before and
I
I'll
just
say it
need
again.
to use this a little bit more. No, you can't get hit
down.
You can't get hit.
I put him as the top half of the league because of how he's
played.
His
escapability is so fun to watch.
Yes.
Like, him in the pocket and like right now, he's got it. He's got that for sure.
Who do you have at 16, Chuck?
Well, that's where I put Mr. Bo Nix at 16. Higher earlier in the season, and yes, he's 9-2, but he's not that reason why they're 9-2. That defense is forward in Denver.
Number 15, I have Daniel Jones. He's not. Oh wait, no, sorry. 15. Yes, I have Daniel Jones at 15. He's not the reason they're winning at this point. He's getting back into turnover, Danny.
It's turn for him.
Put him higher before today's game, but
it's been kind of on that trend.
I appreciate it.
So 15, Danny.
15, I go Jacoby Brissett. Like, that team's
I'm
high on him.
Let's go.
I feel like this team is so different with him.
That's true. He hasn't dropped him. He
hasn't made this team worse. He's come in and made this team better.
Yeah.
they're getting more out of the passing game with him in it instead of Murray. And it's obvious. And him and Dart are very similar to me as far as impactful players at the position. That's why I got him here.
Okay. Charlie?
15? Burrows. We all love Joe Burrows. I get it. 15 at least. I can't put less respect on his name.
14, I have Brock Purdy. And the only reason I put Brock Purdy at 14 was because of Kyle's comments last week that he didn't make bad decisions in the picks that were thrown. They just weren't in the exact spot that need to be thrown, so that'll work itself out. I still think that he plays within the pocket and outside the pocket just as well as anybody.
Okay.
14, this is where I have Sam Darnold. The turnovers
I have him up 1.
Have caught up with him a bit.
Yep.
But I feel like he has pushed the offense forward still. He's been better than what they would have had at that position.
Do I have 14? I have Aaron Rodgers.
Whew.
I guess his left hand is hurting. It didn't help him today. He got boot and ass today. But once again, I made this list before this, and I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to move him down because I don't think he's going to play moving forward. If he does play, he's going to be not good.
It's been subpar, I feel like, all season.
I still just think his elusivity in the pocket was more than enough to put him in front of some of these other dudes. Even at his age, he doesn't scramble, obviously, but he can still wheel and deal. And
great arm.
Yeah, that's where I got him. 14.
I got Joe Burrow at 13. He still wheeled and dealed. I know the 3-game thing. I still think he's better than any of the quarterbacks on this list. So
I understand that. This is where I'm probably going to get a lot of pushback.
Let's go.
This is where I put Lamar Jackson.
This is exactly what I put.
Oh, I have him only a little bit higher.
I
know. He hasn't.
I know who Lamar Jackson is. And
it's not it.
This is not who he is.
Well, he's hurt right now.
Yeah. Again. You can see it in his game. Since he's been back, he hasn't had those legs.
But you can also see it in the practice schedule. If you look at the practice schedule, most of the time he's not doing Wednesday practices. He's not the only reason he's playing right now is because they need him to play for them to be in. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing.
I agree with that. And his game has been hurt so much by not having that mobility. His passing isn't bad, but he still has missed games. And on top of that, I just think this is kind of where he falls.
I have him up a little bit, but not. But it's just.
I have Lamar at 13
Good
as
job.
well, dude.
Damn, I did not expect that. I thought I was going to be the lowest on him.
No, I'm trying.
I dropped him down.
I'm trying to go off of 12.
I have Jordan Love at 12. I think that he's right there, and I think part of it is again your receiving core isn't helping you.
Yes,
there are times where you hit the big play and you're like, holy shit.
He's also fucking sailed some balls. He's undercut some balls.
But I think that before
he can dot a motherfucker. He can, but his inconsistency. If Love could just become like
the highs
10%, yes, he's a roller coaster.
One of the biggest roller coasters at that position.
Yeah. He will hit. But he will miss. He will miss. Yeah.
So that's why I have. I have Jordan here at 12.
At 12, this is where I put Caleb. The Bears are in first place. There are plays we talked about before where it is like, what the fuck are you doing? But he has gotten better. Ben Johnson has got him on the right path.
Ben Johnson's legit.
That's why I got him up this high.
I have J Love at 12 as well for the same purposes we have spoke. I think that he can, but he doesn't always do.
Yep. Number 11, I got Jalen Hurts here. I don't know what he does at quarterback.
I love that.
I do. I see good stuff, but I also think that Jalen Hurts is the one quarterback on this list. Let me look at this list real quick. That needs a specific offensive plan, if I am not wrong. You can go, whether we talk about Stafford, May, Holmes, Allen, Herbert, Lamar Jackson even now doesn't need a specific offense. Dak, Mayfield, Goff, Burrow, Purdy, Love, Darnold, Jones, Williams. There's only one quarterback on this list that needs a specific offense, and it's Jalen Hurts. There's a reason that Jalen Hurts cannot even maybe be at 11. You could argue nobody has him yet. I was waiting to see if anybody had him. There's a reason that he could be even lower. He's the only quarterback in this whole entire list that needs a specific offense up to 15.
I love that.
At least at 15.
I love that so much.
I guess we could go even farther. There's not another quarterback. I mean, I don't know. He's the only one that needs a specific offensive plan. I know he wins, but I have him at 11, and I'm struggling.
Okay with that? That's
struggling.
Okay.
Hold on.
Who's your 11?
I have Jalen Hurts here. I love this. Is everything that you said. He would be lower on the list if things continue as they are. The team is not the same team as last year. You can't get by on being conservative and operating within the system. You're going to have to be better than that if you're going to be a team that's going to contend this year.
Can we name his weapons real quick? A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith,
weapons.
Saquon Barkley. That's not even Goddard.
You lost Lane on the line.
Correct. He's hurt. We talked about him last week.
Saquon hasn't been the same, and that's why you have to change how you operate in this offense. And if he doesn't change, he is falling down this list. If he does change, he can go up.
There's a chance they miss the playoffs because the Cowboys catch up.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Who do you have at 11 there, since we're both on the Hurts?
The Jared Goff-acies.
Ooh.
Jared Goff at 11.
I see it.
Dude, it's just...
Part of it, I don't think it's his fault, but...
Yeah, that's why I don't have him quite yet.
And there has been some devaluation of Jared Goff across his career before, and maybe it's kind of showing to where when shit's not perfect, like, it doesn't happen for him.
Well, like, I think you also gotta, you gotta have in the back of your mind the offensive coordinator that you don't have. You're running this with your head coach.
That's exactly why he's at 11.
But I mean,
you're making my point. If he was better, he'd be higher.
Sure,
because he could outplay the play calling.
But I'm saying there's quarterbacks that are probably right 11. At this level that have a better play caller than Jared Goff does.
Number 10, I have Lamar Jackson. This is where I have Lamar at 10. I think, I don't know. I think he's playing hurt, and the only reason he's playing is because they need him to play.
10 is where I have Herbert. There's too many turnovers. Like, the highs are real good. The lows are real bad. Like, you haven't separated yourself as that guy.
But I think the turnovers are because he's playing with a non-offense. His offensive line might be the worst.
Definitely, that is part of it. He is playing with less.
So you're getting hit all the time.
He's a sling dinger, dude.
That interception he threw in the corner to the Raiders, that was such a bad decision.
Correct, but that's also like...
That's today.
Okay, well, it's still today. He didn't look like he should be. Like, he's on the cusp of being a top 10 quarterback because of today, in my opinion.
Number, what are we at? 10 now?
What do you got for 10, Chuck?
I have Mr. Daniel Jones all the way here at number 10 because you're going to be surprised by me at number 9.
Okay.
And Daniel Jones, unfortunately, played himself out of a number 10 today. But I made this before that, and I thought that he can throw over the middle, which I like. He can throw deep. He can run. He's got surprisingly athletic legs. Today was a brain fart. Big brain fart. Especially against the division opponent.
What are we at, 9?
Yes, 9.
I have Jared Goff at 9.
9 is where I have Daniel Jones. A lot of the same things. He's on the regression.
I have Daniel Jones way lower than you guys.
You do, but I just feel like they beat the teams that they should beat. The teams that they have trouble with are definitely right in that range of giving trouble to anybody.
I put Caleb Williams at
9. Bears. The Bears.
I think that his play has been a responsibility for their winning.
Yeah, I mean, he's been better as far as
getting the ball out,
not getting sacked
as much.
Are you
sure we're at 9?
Yeah, we're at 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got?
I think I missed something.
Uh-oh. What'd you miss?
I don't know.
Want to bring it up now, or you want to keep going?
No, keep going.
Yeah, no. So now we're at 8.
8. I have Baker Mayfield at 8.
I have Baker Mayfield at 8 too. I think he's a product of the surroundings. He was in the MVP race earlier, and I think he's only regressed because of the injuries.
Damn, I dropped him way low. Number 8 for me is Jalen Hurts. I have him in front of where you guys have him. Yeah, for sure. By like 4 spots.
And I looked at a really close comparison between him and Herbert. Herbert's been more effective running the ball. Jalen Hurts just has more running touchdowns, I believe, because of the tush push.
For sure.
But otherwise, like,
I still have Herbert above him.
Is bigger on yards.
I still have Herbert available.
Okay.
I think that Hurts just has proven it. Can still prove it. He's
Super Bowl champ.
I miss Sam.
Super Bowl MVP. No.
Did you not
call
Sam
him?
in?
Did you not call him?
Do you not have him on your list?
Because I still have him coming up.
I have him. I had him at. I think I missed him at.
No, I think we both had him at the same.
Okay.
We both had him at 14.
Okay. Yes.
No, you didn't miss him. You got him.
Okay.
We're good. Let's move on to 7.
I have Dak at 7.
This is where I put Love. I love, like, you can argue, like, a lot of his QBR, it's really high because of there's so many drop passes.
And I did miss Sam. I had Daniel Jones lower. I had Sam. So all my guys should have been bumped up 1.
Okay.
So I'm off by 1. I knew I was. I had Sam down there at 13, and I had Jordan at 12. I think I forgot Sam in there.
Interesting.
Love I just have here because I think the highs.
Yeah,
I think that after the Lions, he's on. He could make a run right here.
So this is my number 6. Sorry, I messed up.
Wait, did you get your 7?
No, I fucked up. I missed Sam earlier.
I have Sam at 7.
Okay,
let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. He throws a dot, and he's
got a great QBR. He's really efficient. I think when he's not throwing picks.
My problem with the reason I have Sam at this is because where he started, and he's just kind of stayed there. He's starting to make those turnovers again.
Yeah,
and
he's kind of settled.
He's not starting to elevate himself, and that's the only reason I had him at like 13.
7.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. I have So you got, who's I have? So I said I had Dak. I had Dak at 6. So
I have Dak at 6.
You had Dak at 6.
Yeah, 6.
Man,
dude, I have Dak higher than that.
Me too. This is where I go golf. Like, I feel like he's got the pieces around him to make it work, and there's still been some issues in that offense, but his numbers are good. He's played well. I don't think he's the reason that they're struggling.
I had Goff in the top 10, but I didn't have him this high.
I agreed. I had
Who do you have at 6?
At 6, I have Air Bear.
Air Bear?
Justin Air Bear.
Herbert?
Yeah. Dude's fucking crazy good.
He's got like 10 picks, though.
So, like...
But he's also playing with such a depleted everything.
He still is a quarterback that I want on my team.
Well, then why isn't Jackson Dart higher on your list? Because that's a similar situation.
Herbert has a better record. He's 7-2, and he's winning games. There's a difference in...
He's getting hands of stone to catch the ball,
and he literally has 2 offensive.
LADD.
His offensive line is like one of the worst offensive lines in the league, and he's still
because
dealing.
They've been hurt as fuck.
But he's still been dealing with.
No, Air Bears. That's why he's 6 for me.
I have him at 5, so I'm not arguing it.
All right,
I have Herbert's at 5 for me for those reasons. I think.
So we're getting the 5.
5. Yeah.
J.A., you were an MVP. You're not an MVP this year. You've been great. The reason you're this high on the list is because of what you are able to do with your legs and how you like push that offense forward.
Can you imagine what this team would be like with somebody else at quarterback?
It would be real bad.
Out
of the playoffs for sure.
No,
Raiders. Seriously, Raiders
2-10.
You were not.
They
good.
won 11, 2-10.
This is the hottest seed, I think, and I think the Buffalo Bills.
I have JA at 5. I have JA at 5 as well.
That's double it up.
Yeah,
I got JA at 4.
Okay,
and it's only because he can't put the cape on every fucking day. If he could put the cape on every day, it's like today. You have a lazy ass slant route that's run at the pick. Like that team is just awful.
I got Drake May at 4. I still have my reservations because I think that the offensive line is going to really start paying the cost going forward.
But
that's going forward. Yes, how you get this one's good.
Well, the 3 that I have above him, I still think are better right now.
Okay.
JA is
okay.
I
That's
mean,
a better
I think JA
explanation.
is better right now, but we can keep going.
okay.
I have it.
No, hold on.
I don't think so. I don't think
Patty
so.
Mahomes.
I am at 3.
You guys thought I wouldn't move him out of the first spot?
I didn't say that.
Finally.
Patty Mahomes at 4.
I was curious. I didn't know if it was going to
he's
happen after
still
the way it
elite.
started.
He's still elite. I still think he can be a betting favorite in the vast majority of games. He just hasn't done it this year.
Well, no. Now you have penalties, and now you have a defense that's not really doing anything. And the Rice pickup looked good on the Raiders because they suck and looked good last week, but their receiving core is not good.
It is not.
It's good, not great.
I don't even know if it's good. I think Patrick Mahomes makes them good.
Okay.
I don't think their receiving core is good.
That's fair.
And I have him at 3 because they're not winning. He's not even in the playoff route. I know.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
They're not going to.
Everybody's still riding that Kansas City dick, but I am off it. Not this season. They could come back next season. Not this season.
There's Patrick Mahomes at 3.
Number 3 is where I have Prescott. Me too. Prescott is so good this year. It is so good. This is the highest I've ever rated Prescott in my life. Ever. Just having him in CD Lamb is just such a great. It's so good for Dak. It is so good, and the coaching is calling up the right plays. They're making it work.
Yeah.
3 Dak for me too. I had him way low in 2.0, and they've beaten some.
I have
really
slowly worked
teams.
my people up. I have not had the big movements
I've had a couple of big movements. I've had a couple of.
I have Drake May at 2. I think the way he's playing that offense and the way he's playing in that,
we have the same 2.
He's just tossed, and then I think we're all
stop. Hold on.
But Drake May, the way he's playing the offense, he hitting the receivers he needs to. He's running the offense amazingly, and he is both a runner, a mover in the pocket, and he can throw every pass on the field.
This is where I have Mahomes. I think he's been what you're saying about Drake May. I think he's more efficient at that position. It hasn't been successful as much as New England because of the wins and losses, obviously. But if you look at the numbers, they're not losing because of Patrick Mahomes. What are you laughing at?
The way you said it.
The way you said it. The way you sound like
you don't sell an argument with he wasn't that good, but if you look at him, if you look at the numbers,
the way you're losing isn't winning or something. Yeah. The way you stated it just.
Well, I mean, you're gonna bring that up now, and you guys all have Joe Burrow and Lamar. I mean, we all have Lamar Jackson in the same category.
Trev, you're the only one that argues the quarterback rankings, and you're the one that has some of the most. You say Chuck has some of the most egregious. You've had more drops in the AP poll.
Darake Maye.
I'm not going to apologize for being more fluid because football is a week-to-week game.
I think if we look at it, the fluidness, I think mine has been the less movements and the least climbing and falling. You're the only one that comments on anybody else's quarterback rankings. Nobody else comments on anything you do. You're the only one that has bitches about anybody else's rankings.
No, I just go out in front because I know I'm gonna have to defend these positions because of.
But we've never attacked you in your rankings.
I don't think so.
No, you haven't. No, to be fair, you haven't.
So you don't need to defend yours.
Darake
I just know that my rankings are
12
different.
The 12 JA was a little bizarre for me. Darake Maye at number 2. And then kids clean and staff.
Everybody has Stafford at 1. Today he had 3 turnovers, which lost the game.
Yeah, correct. Which is going to put way into the next month of evaluation. But before today.
I mean, you really think that if they switch teams that, Patrick Mahomes would have less wins on the Patriots than Drake May?
I think they'd have the same amount of wins.
You think they'd have the same amount of wins? If they
the only thing that they
maybe one more with the Raiders.
I just don't see that. Patrick Mahomes has more experience.
I was going to say, so they're going to be undefeated because they maybe beat the Raiders. They would maybe beat the Raiders, but that was just one win. The whole team was coming together at the point. Offensive
Week
coordinator,
1
head coach. That's like preseason game number 3.
No. The thing, Drake's play right now has been right there, dude. His good throws, knowing when to throw it, knowing when to get down. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot.
You're arguing our 2 and our 3.
I know. It's very
I have
close.
Mahomes at 4. But yes.
It's all very close.
2 and 3. I mean,
Okay.
You had Josh Allen at 12, so you have no argument of what you can. If you want to get
that was last week, and yes, that was foul. I agree, that was foul.
It wasn't last week.
Okay, so then fine.
It wasn't last week. The last time we did quarterback rankings.
Fandom, we all talked about last week about getting any new video games this week.
Wait. Number one, though, we all have Stafford.
Yeah, we have said Stafford's a dude.
Stafford's MVP.
He should be at this point.
Unfortunately, today he hurt his resume. Well, not unfortunately.
I'm
okay with it. Let's go Panthers!
No, I'm good with that, too. But even after today, I still think he's the best.
I still think he is, too.
He's still 31. He threw a touchdown, 31-4.
Yeah.
He's 31-4. That's still nasty, for sure.
Fandom, last week we talked about video games, so I ended up going and getting God of War 1 and 2. I didn't realize what Chuck was saying, that there was differences.
So you did get the updated God of War. Good. Yeah. So you'll play that before Ragnarok.
And then I end up getting Devil May Cry 5.
You have some nice video game dome in front of you.
So now I got a lot done. Well, because I knew I could get them now, and at least like get them in the books. I got a lot done with my Dynasty Warriors Origin. So I got a lot done with that. So we kicked ass on that. So. A little update on my video gaming.
For my fandom, I want to touch on the Niners. I forgot to give a shout out to George Kittle last week after he becomes the player behind Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens as the only player in franchise history with 500 receptions and 50 touchdowns. He's on that list. Right behind those guys. Also with Brandon Ayuk, the news that came that
I can't believe we have not touched the IU.
Yes, that's why I got to bring this up.
Sorry, we sure do.
Apparently, he was not going to schedule meetings and failed to.
Take a real quick. I gotta come back. It's heavy for this. Go for it. I got a heavy spot.
Failed to show up when it was required, and at this point, it looks like he doesn't want to be a part of the team, and the Niners are going to move off from him.
A team that have given him infinite patience. You have not pushed him back on the field.
That's what I don't understand. He was a Niner fan
the bag
as a kid, too.
He's a Reno boy. He's an MCQ boy.
His ego or whatever it is has, gotten to the point where he's too good for the team. What is this?
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
It
really
does not.
Doesn't. No.
I love Ayuk, but I'm so disappointed with how this is.
I don't think his national market is going to catch what he thinks he's going to catch. He's going to downgrade significantly in contract offers.
And the Niners are going to eat so much dead money because of it.
No, the NFL is going to suffer because of all of this entirely. Ayuk.
Why? I mean, it's just
a bad look.
It's a diva move. At the diva position, what just happened to the camera?
Yeah, we got.
Are we okay?
No, we got to restart it. Go. This is such a diva move.
Yes, I did not see this coming. I can't believe how this has turned out. I don't understand why he's being such a diva. I thought he liked the team, and he's acting like they did something so egregious that he just burned him.
For me, once he gets cut, he's unpickupable.
Somebody's going to pick him up.
Right.
Somebody's going to. I would
Kibbles and bits. He just traded a top 10 NFL contract for what? And he's going to go to Lord knows where. Whoever's going to give him scraps. He's A-bombing his own career.
Correct.
Over what? It seems
do you not like the locker room? Do you not like how they handled your situation?
It seems like the organization did him right.
It's like he got
he didn't get burned as bad as other players.
Not even close. Not even close.
What he got his money and
just stayed on the sideline and practiced as he thought he needed to, and then you kept him along, and then all of a sudden you don't like anything that's going like.
He's done.
I don't think that ego inflated bad.
Why would you ever pick him up as another NFL team?
I cannot believe this.
Because you're going to get him on the dime. Because
if you didn't
he's going to get released.
This is Le'Veon Bell.
Players,
but
teams
to do
need
what?
Receivers.
Yeah, but is he going to play?
I mean,
he was invisible when he got that contract the next 6 games before he blew his ACL. Remember, he played 8 games or something like that. He was invisible.
No, it was 6. Yeah, you're right.
He was invisible.
Hey, I'm gonna bring it back to my fandom.
Hold on. 2 things before we get to your fandom. Hold on.
I was just going to contribute to the video game fandom.
Kentucky just fired Mark Stoops.
That makes sense.
But Mark Stoops was like, I'm never leaving. So it's kind of crazy they fired him. Secondly, I had a thought while I was using the restroom. Hold on. Trev can't use the fact that if Patrick Mahomes was on any team
other than
the Chiefs, would he make your team better? Then Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow would always be 1, 2, 3 on our list. That's
They'd
like
go to any team
list.
and
not if you're not playing games. I argue that against Joe Burrow. If you played 3 games, I'm
okay,
not having
fine,
top 3 on
okay,
any
fine.
list ever.
But fine. But if Joe Burrow, but then Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes would be 1 and 2 no matter what ever anytime in the world.
Oh no, I think Josh Allen is. I have him up as high as I do because of the player he is.
But you can't use the argument.
I think him and Patrick are in the same situation.
I do too.
They have bad teams and they're the best player on it.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't use the argument if Patrick Mahomes played on
Patrick
the Patriots.
Mahomes has been better than Josh Allen this year.
If Josh Allen played on the Patriots, they'd be the same with Patrick Mahomes on the Patriots with Jake May.
Patrick Mahomes would be better for the Bills than Josh Allen would have been this season. Slightly.
Because they wouldn't have a running. They would. Yeah, Josh Allen gets them so much more running. Patrick Mahomes would be getting
because Bills have a better running game with Cooks. Chiefs have no running game,
but they have no receivers.
No, what he's saying is he's got no legs.
Like Josh Allen
elevates the Bills because of his legs. He's got 76.
Yes, that's why he's in the top 5 because of his legs.
Set an NFL record today.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you're using one argument for one person, but not using the same argument for everybody else.
That's not the case. They are both in that same range for me. That argument is
You're
not that
stay
different.
here for my fandom.
Charlie, we're here for your fandom. I'm here for your fandom. You can go pee.
I'm here for.
I do so bad
for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I want to hear about
on that Black Friday special, and I'm excited to get into it because.
So you've played 1. This is 2.
Yes.
How many is it supposed to be?
So any of you old timers who have played the FF series was 3 discs. Yeah, it came out in 97. Yeah, I will say the start of this was there's a lot of exposition, you guys, a lot of storytelling, not a lot of action, but it kind of explained the game because it technically it doesn't allow you to take from a previous save file and build on. It's just a new game.
Wait, what do you mean?
Meaning,
so the guys you've leveled up in this disc here are not the same dudes you have here?
They're the same ones, but it doesn't matter. You don't transfer data. Even if you're past the level that they start you out at. I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That kind of gives a kick in the nuts, I think.
It's a little kick in the nuts. It is. And if you play the first one, then playing the second one, the mechanics are still the same, and you don't need all the tutorials, and you wish that you could. But I will say, the way that the story re-jumped into Rebirth made a lot of sense because at the start of the second disc is where you do leave Midgar. Well, it's not technically the start of the second disc. It's still in the first disc, but the story continues from where it should, technically, even though at the end of the first one was a huge boss fight that does not happen in Final Fantasy VII at that time at all. It is a remake and a rebirth. It follows, yes, but it doesn't know.
How far in are you?
Mere hours.
Okay.
Not far at all.
So do you think it's going to be 3 discs just like the first one?
Oh, I think it's going to be 4 installments. The way that they're moving right now, it's going to be 4. It should
because they're adding more stuff?
No, because it just takes the first disc didn't get out of the first city.
Yeah, I'm upset with that. I'm upset with
so how much on the first disc is different than the first disc in the first game?
Oh, well, you left out 40% of it, basically. You get out of Midgar in a few hours, and then you're open from the rest of that.
So where's that 40%? It's just not in the game this time, or it just
it's different.
It's how do I describe it? They haven't missed the story. They really haven't. It's just the first. They introduced Sephiroth way too quick. way too quick. The best part about FF7 is there's this mystique about this guy that you don't know how strong he is, and he's fucking shit up, and you're trying to, and then when you see him, it's like, oh, that's actually the song.
One wing.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the one wing angel. It's so good, dude. Good. And they tell the story of Red. They tell the story of Yuffie. They integrated, of Wu Tai. You're in war with Wu. They do a very good job of a lot of tiebacks. They really do. The first couple of reactors are bang on remake. Like
that game was ahead of its time.
Oh, dude, the graphics are superb. Oh, it's
Final Fantasy VII. It goes down as one of the greatest games of all time, right?
JRPGs in general. Yes, that one is probably. Renowned wise, like, I mean, obviously, you know, it's a personal thing, and but like for the PS1, what it opened the US market to, it was the first JRPG that ever hit in America and then it opened up for so much shit with like Xenogears and Dragon of Lagoon and fucking all sorts of different JRPGs that came over after that. So good. I'm very much looking forward to. I know Sid comes into play, which is a great character. Kate Sith comes into play. You go to the Golden Saucer, which is an awesome part of the story.
So you think 4?
Yes, I think Final Fantasy VII to do it true justice, and Sephiroth is going to be a fight at the end of every game. I just know they're just kind of situating it that way. But he was just the end of the third disc is when you ever fought him at, the first.
You never fought him other than the end of the third disc in the first series?
Correct.
Wow, I didn't know that.
There was so many flashbacks and this and that. You never fought him until the end of the game.
Him and Handsome Jack, I think, are some of the best villains in video
Handsome
games.
Jack, well, they're two different ones, though. Handsome Jack is charismatic, and he draws you towards him, and Sephiroth is that deep, dark, mysterious, like, the fuck is going on with this guy?
Both of them are
elite, for sure. Yeah.
Out of the park.
Sephiroth is so fucking good. I love Final Fantasy VII.
The Gears of War lady sets all that shit up. She's pretty badass.
Gears of War is great, but there's different like arcs. But like what's crazy is Final Fantasy VII is a series. There's
a series of
they're up to, what are they up to? 17 now? 18?
Yeah,
I've lost track.
I want to say it's like So,
but none of them are connected.
Correct. They're all their own individual Final Fantasies, which is why 7 is such a crazy anomaly out of all of them.
Isn't 8 really good too?
8 was good.
I played 10.
8 was good.
8 and 10 were both
10 out of 10 too.
Games.
10 out of 10 too. 10 out of second part.
That's right.
Yes. 13 did too. 13 had 1 and 13 had 2 as well with Thunder and Lightning.
Was 8 the gun sword?
With Squall?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 9, they went back to more of a fantasy. It was a bunch of like little like Mog style critters, like, and I wasn't a huge fan of that design at that point. After going back from like the humans and like, you know, the live take on it, going back to like a fantasy land was not it for me. But Final Fantasy is the great. 7 is I'm so excited. When you guys go home, I'm gonna fucking load that bitch up for sure.
Yeah, I'll see what I'm doing. I'll probably get on some Dynasty Warriors. I was doing a mission earlier, and I needed to go back and forth and kill people, and I decided to try to run into the main base, which I was killing hella people. But then I had to go back, and then nobody else was around because they all died. So, but I got a huge mission coming up.
I would have downloaded Ninja Gaiden 4 too. It was just $55 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that's a lot
for a game that's like a real quick like hack and slash. It's going to be like a 10-hour game, dude. Like it's not an open world fucking 100-hour game. Like that's why $35 for Final Rebirth is going to give me like 70 hours of gameplay for fucking $35, dude. 50 cents an hour.
Check us out on Instagram, Spotify,
X, Spotify, Buzzsprout, YouTube. Right, that's where we at. And then share, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Quick shout out to new season of Stranger Things. Fire.
If you like that series, it's a great series. Good. No, I've heard good things. Haven't watched a lot of Stranger Things to begin with.
Next week we will have CFP basically set in stone. We think. We'll take our guesses. That we'll have the games, but we don't have the rankings.
So then we can go over our division winners, though.
And then NFL, we will look at just what's going down still. Quarterback rankings were hit again.
Shit's going to get tossed over.
Quarterback rule the world we hit again today. We're not really losing a lot right now on quarterbacks who rule the world. We kind of got that.
We got to reformulate now. Well, there's a whole lot of...
but we still have